What in the world was going on there? Like, I can show you my restream panel, okay? Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm literally... Okay, look at this, right? I'll explain the shirt in a moment. Look at this, okay, right? So we go, edit settings, pointing to... Thank you for the follow, whoever just followed. One expletive... Okay, thank you for the follow. This is literally pointing at the event, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna make a new one. No, don't do that. That's not what I said to do. Like, it's... Ah! What is this? Why? Why? Why do you do this to me? Just... Can we get rid of technology? Just end technology now. We don't need it. Jesus Christ, that was ridiculous. Why? Why was that such a pain to do? I don't understand. Anyway, hi. I do a Discord do a Discord stream. Yeah, sure, why not? It surely can't go any worse than this. So, okay. Let me explain the title before we get into anything else. Good evening. Yeah, hello everybody. Yeah, thank you for the monkey. I don't know if I'm a monkey here or if it's just Restream being absolute garbage right now. Anyway, explaining the title. So, I am going to be taking 2 weeks off of streaming. So, this is effectively the Christmas stream. This is the last stream I'm going to be doing before Christmas. I'm taking next week off because I'm going... It's not the year-end stream, actually. There's going to be another stream before the end of the year. I'm taking next week's stream off because we're doing Christmas a week early in my family this year because my sister's got... like, she's doing stuff with her partner on Christmas Day itself, so we're doing stuff, like at the... You know, we're doing stuff the week before. Then... Christmas Day itself, I don't want to be streaming, so I'm not going to be streaming. Yeah, that's how that's going to be going down at this stage. Maybe I change my mind on Christmas Day, and we actually do stream. But I'm gonna say we aren't. So, yes, I also own this shirt, in case anyone didn't watch the Christmas stream last year. 'Tis the season to get swifty. Xenotic stream, please. I need to do another Xenotic stream at some point. I really do like that game. It is actually a lot of fun. Not many people will watch on Christmas, I believe. Yeah, they shouldn't be, because they should be doing stuff with their family like a sensible person. How are you? I would be better if my whole streaming setup didn't die and I started my final stream 7 times. That's how it is. Also, if the lights are too intense, I can like lower them. At least I theoretically can lower them. Okay, they are lowering down. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that banding. Let's bring it up a bit. Think anything? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If they're too intense, does it have a strobe mode? It has a button that literally says strobe. It's not a very fast strobe. I think I can change the speed of it. But yes, it does. KVM or open box. I can't say it. Wait, those are very different. Those are very different projects. Why are you comparing them directly like this? I mean, not Christian can watch stream. I'm not Christian either. When's Christmas ever been a Christian holiday? It's a consumerist holiday. Anyway, if anyone hasn't seen a research stream, because I know there are probably new people here who haven't, because it's been a while since we've done one. Basically, what we do is we are going through my Reddit RSS feed, finding the infinite topics that I do not need, and going through that, I guess, because, you know, I can never have too much content. Yes, it is Newsboat. Oh, also, I did hear about actually kind of a music a kind of amusing project. It was basically creating a containerized Linux environment that is effectively Linus-proof. It's made by the developer who still maintains the Unity project under Ubuntu Unity. And I haven't done a proper look at it yet, but it seems like it's effectively a console-like interface for Ubuntu, so even Linus, of all people, shouldn't be able to break it. Yeah, the 7th grader who's been in 7th grade for like 3 years now. That guy, yes. I think he just describes himself as a 7th grader at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure he's long out of 7th grade, unless he just failed a bunch of times. Because, like, at least a year ago, he was still using that exact same, I don't know if you want to bother fixing it, but I know I'm offline on Twitch because Restream is being awful today and not working. I love the word Linus Prof. Linus Prof. We'll go with Linus Prof, not Linus Proof. For the Stream Elements link, why don't you use the website as a redirect? The current link is quite long. Because I have not fixed it, that's why. I will get around to doing so when I get around to doing so. Why are most Linux YouTubers non-left? I don't think I've ever said, like, where I stand politically. I also don't care. I think you're just you're in a very specific space. If you surround yourself with nothing but DT and Luke, sure. But, like, I also don't talk about politics on my channel, so, like, it's just not important. Anyway, should I use kernel? Wait, what kernel are we on right now? Wait. This is how old these topics are, by the way. So some of them are news topics that are a little bit old. From March. Most people are right-handed. That is true, yes. Why are there so many right-handed people in the Linux world? It's confusing to me. I'll never know. Indeed, Brodie doesn't use left WM. That's true, so don't do that. How do I save... Wait, what? How do I save/download videos from YouTube on Ubuntu without add-ons? I want to send memes and videos to my friends on Discord, but I don't know how to. Wait, why is this person using 18.04? Was 18.04 the LTS version earlier this year? Or is this person just using an old version of Ubuntu for seemingly no reason? Prefer ask why most Linux users are anime guys. That's actually a more important question. I don't know the answer to that one, to be completely honest. There is like a really big... There is a really big crossover between Linux and anime, and I've never been able to work out exactly why. But wait, you're able to. So we're not streaming on Twitch because of the way Twitch works. You can still use the Restream bot. That's beautiful. I'm just taking a 2-week break. The title is called Clickbait because this is a YouTube channel and that's what you do. Linux love anime, anime love Linux. I know about the second one, but yes, Linux definitely loves anime. That's for sure. Thank you for the follow, ALX100. Oh, wait, if I'm getting follow requests, that means people must be following over on the Twitch. Because I don't have follow requests turned on YouTube because that would be incredibly annoying. Hi, I'm a Red Hat hater. Well, you're not going to like my hat then. Look how red this hat is. I have not watched Lane. No, I haven't. I should actually buy like an actual Red Hat hat. I know you can get them. Tom from Switch to Linux wears one every so often. Yeah, I bought it for $5. There's no way I paid retail for that one. I don't like MSI that much. Red Hat. Have you watched Black Clover? I have. I watched it from the first week it was airing, even through the bits that were very rough, quite rough in some bits, but you know, overall it's a good series. Top Hat Linux when? Is that going to be a fork of Fedora? That works actually. Yeah, do that. Go do it. Why are you going to cut your hair? I didn't say I was. I presume you're saying when. The answer is when I feel like it. Look, maybe I'll come back after the 2-week break and I'll have shorter hair again. I don't know. It's possible. I am not promising anything, but it might happen. Trouble accessing USB. Oh, you're not... Okay, you're not actually mounting it. That would be why. I wonder if anyone else actually said a sensible answer to this. Have you used... Wait, what? I've recently installed Arch and had one problem following the wiki, other I'm stuck in this one. I can't seem to access my USB drive to look at files. Have you considered mounting them? That's usually a good start. Oh, okay, there we go. What is the point in hair? I believe it's to protect your skull, or to protect your skull from the dangerous sun. Are you going to make video during your break or just streams? No, videos are going to continue just fine. I've got a backlog anyway, so even if I didn't, like, record any new ones, I've got, like, a week videos, like, in reserve. But no, there still will be videos. It's just the live streams that are stopping for the holiday season. Do you think dbus is useful overall? I can't think of the last time I thought about dbus. So... it's certainly doing whatever it needs to do in the background. No need for hair, just wax your skull like a car. Are you saying you wax your car? I think that's what you're saying, in which case I'm very confused. Speaking of doing dumb things, I saw my neighbor mowing the bricks like earlier today. They're like mowing the sidewalk. Not the grass, like not the grass next to the sidewalk. They were mowing the sidewalk itself. And I don't understand why. There wasn't grass growing up through the sidewalk. They were just mowing the sidewalk, and it was very confusing to me. Why not? Good question. Why not? It seems like a waste of your time, but hey, if you want to do it, then go right ahead. Hey, Brodie, if Arch did not exist, what would be your main distro? Probably like Void or something. Artix. Obviously, Arch-based distros wouldn't be able to exist. Probably something like Void, I would presume. Or maybe I would just be like, I'm just going to use, like, Fedora or something like that. Actually, yeah, it'd probably be something like Void. Yeah. Okay, if we're considering the state that Linux is in now, not like, you know, Arch didn't exist and something else came about to fill Arch's place. Let's just assume that everything is like it is. In that case, probably Void. Because I really don't want to spend time compiling shit on Gentoo. I've got better things to do with my time. Oh, also, I've changed out the way I do my audio compression. I'm no longer doing it on the mixer board. I'm now doing it in OBS just so I have more control over it. So now I can get like right up to the mic like this, and it shouldn't be peaking, and it shouldn't be sounding horrible like it would have been before. But it very well could, because I don't know what I'm doing with audio. So it's very much, I need to work on stuff. Can we remove BSD forever? That wouldn't be very difficult. Not many people use it. It sounds fine. I don't know if you're saying it sounds fine as in it sounds okay, or it sounds fine and you're like, this is some double speak stuff. I don't like it when people say it sounds fine. Fine's not a good word. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? I don't like fine. Fine's bad. By the way, Brodie, what are we doing today? I'm sure you've been here for a research stream before. Basically, what we're doing is we're going through my topics and chat and shit. And if you guys have anything you want me to cover, actually, if you guys have any, like, you know, any projects or any, I was considering watching one of the, someone else's LTT, reaction. If someone has any of them that are particularly amusing. I know about Tom's. I've seen Tom's and I watched it over on the on the gaming channel. But if anyone has any anyone that's particularly amusing, I'm more than happy to check that out. Or anything else remotely Linux related that might be worth checking out. Surprisingly, Microsoft Teams are available on Linux, but not the Office. Well, yeah, actually, that is kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know why they released Teams on Linux. Maybe because developers use Teams. That could be it. Microsoft knows that a lot of developers use Linux and they want developers using Teams, so it sort of makes sense. But obviously Office would be used in most jobs, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Yeah, it's not like people would just mass because it is. Oh, it's Electron. Is it okay? That makes sense. Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense then. I didn't know that Teams was an Electron app. Makes sense though, because it does have a web client as well. Can't open terminal or log out. No key bindings either. Yeah, it's BSPWM. It doesn't have those. No key bindings in a program that doesn't have key bindings. Good job. Okay, it is a Electron app. I have no idea why this is taking so long to switch back. Maybe I should just open a browser session and then leave that open so we don't have to deal with this just... There we go. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. Actually, no, I've got one open. It's opening... Why is it doing that then? I'm very confused. It usually doesn't act that bad. What do you think of Linux growing up to 1.16 in the Steam hardware survey? I think that I could milk another video out of it if I really wanted to. But, like, I already did one. I did one making a 1% joke, and that's as much as I need. Oh, this is one for you guys. Why is System D disliked? Okay, no, we can see the post here, but it got deleted, sadly. Let's actually read what this person says, then we'll read the comments. The TLG reaction, it's hilarious how he makes fun of KDE when showing how much better GNOME is. The desktop is completely buggy. I honestly think that the GNOME is one of the better desktop experiences. Like, I don't want to run GNOME myself, and I don't like the GNOME team, but from a... just from the user experience perspective, I feel like it's one of the more complete ones. A lot of people don't like System D, saying it does too much stuff, does more than it should, and saying it goes against the Unix philosophy. I don't really find the last point valid since Linux isn't Unix. But I mean, whatever you want to believe, I guess. Linux isn't Unix, that's true. But, like, that's not the reason why people don't like it. They don't like it because... I don't know why they don't like it. They have an insane fear of Lennart pottering, I guess. That seems to be the general go-to, from what I can see. Anyway, let's see what other people have to say. Why do people not like the System D? GNU is not Unix, Linux isn't Unix. True. I don't really think hating System D makes sense, but I think you can reasonably disagree with some of the design decisions made. Oh god, okay, that's a lot of text. I don't want to read that. I don't hate System D, but I do dislike some things about it. One of the things I dislike is that its failure mode is headache. I'm not sure what that means. I think you mean it's a headache? Yeah, I think that's what you're saying, unless the failure mode is called headache. 1.5 million codes for an init. It's not an init system. Like, it's an init system, like Microsoft, it's an init system like Windows is a bootloader for Linux. Like, sure, you can, like, use the Windows bootloader to load Linux, but, like, that's not, it does many things besides that. Like, there are different components of it. But I mean, it's great when you think, when it works, you plop in a unit file, it's off of the race, but becomes a massive headache when you have to troubleshoot something that doesn't work like you expect. That's true. It does have its own, like, weird way of doing, logs as well by having binary files. It is Reddit, not uni assessment. Why did Redditor have to write an essay? Because they're Redditors, and they think it's going to give them more upvotes. Why a nit should be more than a nit, so more people that more that people don't know what it is. Well, it's not just an init. The init is one component of systemd. That's the init components, but there's the timer component and networking and the weird like home D thing. Like all of these things are different sections of systemd. Like to say systemd is a init system that has 1.5 million lines is completely inaccurate. Like that's like saying that the Linux kernel. Actually, no, that's a bad example because I guess because of the way Linux is, it actually doesn't. Yeah, no, that's a bad example. I'm gonna stick with my Windows example, saying that Windows is however many lines Windows is, and all it is just a bootloader. It's a replacement for cron jobs. Like there is a component of it that is the bootloader, but like that's so much other stuff. It's huge, monolithic, poorly audited. Does that just mean you didn't want to read it yourself? Suffers from feature creep, has insane defaults. I haven't seen the defaults because most distros customize it. Causes problems with user land and kernel all the time. I'll give you that one. The way it handles variables, environment variables is an absolute meme. It just makes it up as it goes. All the time is much slower than claimed. It's never claimed to be the quickest system to use. That said, I agree that sysv init is ancient and broken. I use OpenRC as an init implementation instead of using sysv plus OpenRC, but systemd went too far. It's not even fixing the init system anymore. It's doing something else. It's doing something else. You don't want to say what the something else is, because then people will realize that you actually don't know what you're saying. You're just saying words that make it sound like you know what you're saying. Yeah, there you go. Systemd is a init like LibreOffice is a text editor. Or like, okay, not fair. LibreOffice is a word processor. Like, yeah, there is a word processor in LibreOffice, but there are all of these other things in it as well. I think that's a much better example than I had. Thank you. This is why I need my chat to basically supplement my brain. Because clearly I am not able to think clearly myself. What is this? Easily set up and manage your bash PS1 prompt into blocks. What is this? Twitch stream is dead, or no, Twitch stream dead. Twitch stream is not happening today because the restream's just pissing me off. It's not doing anything that I want it to do. It just keeps making stuff up as it goes. Why do you have all of your documentation in the config file? No comments on here. Brodie needs to do a 4th stream. I did 5 already. What are you talking about? The documentation embedded at the top of the script. I saw that. Simply source over your bash profile or etc. Or etc. Define some blocks, set some variables, then set your prompt. Why do you need this? What is this doing? My prompt includes... Why don't you... There's already... Like, the problem with all of these prompt projects is all of them do the exact same thing. Like, just go and use Starship or Spaceship, whatever. I think Spaceship is the one that works on everything. This Twitch stream is amazing today. I'm actually impressed that Restream does work like that when the stream's not live. It makes sense because the way that Twitch works, rather than having an event system, it has like, you know, it's always the same. What's the word? It's I don't remember. There's like different term, like YouTube is an event-based system. I don't remember what the term for Twitch's system is. It's Reddit garbage site that sadly replaced web forums. There are a lot of forums that are still fairly active, but yeah, Reddit basically came in and became the de facto standard for I guess for web forums in general. In some ways, it's a good thing. Like I don't want to outright say that this centralization of forums is a bad thing, because it makes it much, much easier to find different topics to discuss. But it does lead to a lot of a lot of overreach from the higher moderators that are like above the subreddits themselves. There's been a lot of cases where perfectly reasonable subreddits have been taken down because the admins of the site just don't like it, whereas that wouldn't be a thing you could really do if you had your own forum. It's part of the centralization of the web, and I hate it. But haven't you heard Jack Dorsey? He said he was going to decentralize Twitter. Around 10 mods control the top 500 subreddits. Exactly. There is also that problem, where it's not actually a thing that it's not actually controlled by the community, as you might say. Jack is gone. Did Jack leave Twitter? Did he get kicked out of Twitter? I must be behind on the Twitter news then. My pseudo password doesn't work after system update. You don't have a pseudo password. Replace with some guy with a glasses. Some guy with a glasses. Not a pair of glasses, a glasses. I want to find out. All right, no, he was saying... Didn't he say something about he doesn't like the idea of having a project run by the founder or something like that? I think I regularly recall something like that. Parag Agrawal. This is the new CEO, apparently. I have no idea who this is. I don't know if he's good for the job or not, but he's not Jack Dorsey. So, hey, he's not Jack Dorsey. No, actually, Jack Dorsey's not that bad. If we pick from the super rich CEOs, Jack Dorsey is one of the ones who I feel like you could actually have a human conversation with. Like Elon Musk, I don't think you could actually talk like a regular person to. Or obviously Zuckerberg is a robot. I think Jack Dorsey, even though he's a multi-billionaire, you could at least have a human conversation with him. I feel like that's at least doable. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's the way that I imagine it. Anyway, this was... Oh, it was deleted. Actually, I want to see what the post actually said. The Facebook guy is a lizard. True. He's worse than Jack? What did he do before? Was he already working at Twitter, or did they bring him in from somewhere else? Where can I join the live stream? You've joined the live stream right now. What in the world? What do you mean? What are you asking? Elon is a lizard. He can emulate somewhat human conversation. Actually, did you hear that Elon's going to become an influencer? Elon wants to leave Tesla and become an influencer. Get ready for Elon to be streaming on Twitch, boys. Because he doesn't give a shit. When you have $960 million, you don't have to care anymore. Check the Discord. I'm not going to do it on stream because I don't trust you. Oh my god, I'm looking at how many events there are here. This is a mess. I'm going to clean these up. 1 second. What an absolute train wreck that was. Let me see. What's with the broken live stream announcements? I'm bad at my job. That's what. Windows user try. Oh, it's Dark One Linux. Yo, Dark One Linux is great. I genuinely adore Dark One Linux. He is without it. If I have to pick a favorite Linux YouTuber, Dark One Linux is my favorite. I don't care what anyone else says. Sure, Kenny makes great videos. Nick makes great videos. DT makes great videos, but Dark One Linux, I genuinely love Dark One Linux's content. It's so cringe. It's just great. He hates everything. Yeah, he doesn't I'm sure if you showed him a puppy, he would find a reason to hate the puppy. I don't think there's anything that Dark One Linux likes. What you call influencers then? Master of puppets. You know, I'm gonna use that from now on. Influencers are masters of puppets. Critter is a paid app on the Microsoft Store. Is this from the time when someone was scamming with Critter? Or was that a different case? I'm not seeing anything actually showing up there. Dark One yelled at me for having a mild disagreement, then got super nice when I explained I wasn't hating. He's certainly an interesting man, to say the least. Yo, Forzen, how you doing? I'm taking a 2-week break. That's why it's the final. I'm not going to be live over the holiday season. So today's effectively the Christmas stream. Which Wi-Fi for Linux? What? Which Wi-Fi? Guys, which Wi-Fi would you recommend to buy? I have a problem with my Wi-Fi. I switched from Windows 10 to Linux Elementary OS and my Wi-Fi is so slow. I installed Manjaro and it didn't work at all. That's just the Manjaro experience altogether. Which Wi-Fi would you recommend to buy Linux friendly? I recommend 5G. 5G is pretty good Wi-Fi. That's the best Wi-Fi. Let's find out. I love these posts that get deleted. They're always great. Ditch Elementary, it's getting long in the truth. Why are you answering this seriously? Everyone here is answering seriously. Literally everyone is answering seriously. What the hell? Why using the Elementary is the problem? It's not like Wi-Fi's changed that much in 3 years. Go Intel. Intel's the best strat to go with. Intel is newer, so it should work right. Assuming the drivers were added in those 3 years, yes. Guys, should I use 4G or 5G? I recommend you go back to 2G because you don't want too many Gs in your life. Brodie, more like brap. Is that a joke? I'm failing to understand if there is a joke there or if you were just saying letters. When you celebrate Christmas at the 24 and everyone says Merry Christmas. I don't think anyone says Merry Christmas, but Merry Christmas at the 25th. I'm going to say Merry Christmas on the 11th. So step up your game. I'm the only G I need. Do you play the new Pokemon remake? I do not own a Switch, but I've certainly seen clips from Brilliant Diamond. What is it? Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Whatever it's called. And that game looks amusingly buggy. I've seen some of the speedruns as well. Pretends I don't know what that means. I literally have no idea what your Zoomer words mean. How to fix this SDDM issue? How to fix this SDDM issue? What is the SDDM issue? Let's see. The issue is... Oh, that's a fun one. Asus ZenBook. I would put money on the fact this has an NVIDIA card in it. I will put money on it having an NVIDIA card. I'm not going to put money on it because it's probably not going to have an NVIDIA card. Asus ZenBook. Let's see if we can find... We don't see the exact model here. I'm betting NVIDIA. Brodie, aren't you a zoner? I'm a zoomer, but yes. Yes, it has an NVIDIA card. There's your problem. There's your problem. I found it. KDE users love... what are you... I don't know what that means. Is it a fart sound thing? Is that what it is? Why is it not called Dazzling Diamond and Peerless Pearl? Because... I think because Game Freak fired all of their marketing team. That's why. They should just hire you. Why not? It's clear they're clearly not innovating on their games, so they can certainly afford to hire new people. Why doesn't Peru see Rust Up installed? Probably because you didn't install it through the AUR. Rust Up, enter a number. It looks like you installed it. What are you talking about? What? Wait, unless you installed it through Cargo or something. You could have installed it through Cargo. VTuber watch stream or VTuber mode when? VTuber watch stream. That would be... haven't we already established that I am a VTuber? I'm already a VTuber. I'm just a... This is what $1 million model looks like. No, Game Freak runs out of naming scheme. BDSP is there to add extra budget for Pokemon Legends. Right, Pokemon Legends is a thing, isn't it? I've actually been, Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm thinking of there's a series also called Pokemon Legends, but there's also the Legend of Arceus, whatever it's called. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, actually. It's sad how Red Hat twisted Linux and how many people are just blind to it. You mean, like, working on Xorg and Wayland and Pulse Audio and Pipewire? I really should do that video on what would happen if we eliminated everything that Red Hat has touched. Because you'd basically be stuck with the TTY, and it'd be kind of amusing. You'd be stuck with ULSA and a TTY, because Red Hat is basically involved in, like, everything in the Linux world. Should I replace Windows 10 with Ubuntu? So I've been running Windows 10 for a while on my HP G62, but is Ubuntu faster? If so, do you guys recommend switching my current OS to Ubuntu? You're asking on r/Ubuntu whether you should use Ubuntu. I wonder what they'll say. Red Hat is like what GNU to Linux. I feel like Red Hat's more important than GNU, to be honest. Like, we can replace all of the GNU core utils because there are already projects that line for line or feature for feature clone them. But Red Hat's a little bit harder. Like, obviously, most people think of Red Hat, they think of System D. The 5 people that think of Red Hat. But they are involved in so much more. Anyone use NetBSD for Spark? I don't know what you're saying. I know what NetBSD is, but I don't know what Spark is. Is that some sort of, like... I have no idea what Spark is, actually. Would we even get that far? They mostly maintain glibc and GCC, right? There are other compilers and C libraries. That's a great name. That is a beautiful name, actually. Are there some of you just sitting on the Twitch chat instead of the YouTube chat? Just because you want to use Twitch chat instead? Spark is the old Sun microsystem processor. Spark is Sun's now Oracle ISA. Okay. Makes sense. Some microprocessor. I got that much. Response from pinggoogle.com. Hi all, I'm currently learning how to use the terminal in Linux. And one of the things we've been told to do is ping google.com and look at the replies back. I managed to pull up the replies, but the name, if the host is weird, it isn't explicitly google.com, but it isn't an IP address either. Well, what? What? Why are you asking about your Linux homework? What are you even saying? Oh, that would be the... I'm not a networking guy. So give me 1 second. Just hear something bumping my door. I'm literally imagining stuff. What the hell? There's nothing there. I've never seen this side of Reddit Linux tech support. This is a fun side. And he never returned. Sorry, I just went to go get cigarettes and never came back. What are we doing? Right, this. We don't care. IPv6 replacing IPv4. There's actually... Okay, so IPv6 is one of those things where it could become a massive, massive security problem if it's not... If a full transition is not handled properly. Because there is enough IP addresses to completely eliminate the idea of a private IP address space. So you could literally give every single device its own IP address, which is not a good idea. That is actually a horrible idea. Ever gonna use Bing instead of DuckDuckGo? I don't use Bing or DuckDuckGo. I use Brave Search. From the creator of Lutris. What is from the creator of Lutris? Tell me. Try a FSV. It's actually on my list right now. It is. Oh, God, I'm not reading your essay. What is this? Blah, 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 Lutris. Disconnect. Yeah, I'm not reading that. That's too much. IPv6 is like G5. It's not needed. G5. Is that... Are we making chess moves now? Brave. Yes, Brave. Brave search. Linux certifications. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's a good one, actually. A lot of people ask about... what window manager do I use? I use Awesome WM. I see a lot of people asking about, like, Linux certifications or developer certifications. Oh, what certification should I get to get a dev job or get a Linux job? Whatever certifications the job is asking for. Like, why are you asking this question? I don't trust Brave, they're sussy. True, though. But, like, anyway, back to what I was saying. I see this asked so many times. Like, it's not like any certifications are better or worse than like any of the others. You can learn everything in these certifications, not doing the certification. Like, you can become a dev without having all of these specific certificates saying that you know what you know. Just learn what the companies in your area want to know. Like, that's all you need. Like, get all of them. You know what? Get all of them, then you'll be fine. IPv4 is running out. What do you mean running out? It ran out like 20 years ago. We've been long out of IPv4 addresses. IPv4 has been needed to be supplemented with IPv6 for a very long time. Certifications are only used to get your foot in the door. They mean nothing. True. Certifications are just for the credentials. Well, also, if they specifically ask you when you actually have a job. Like, they might ask you to get a certification to get a promotion. Number one lesson for a resume, repeat job description. Repeat job description. Repeat job description? Who needs IP anyway? Yeah, we should just, actually, how would you, we should just hard link every single router together. That's a plan. So we don't actually have routing anymore. Every single system has millions of connections to every other router. That's how we do it. So if I want to send a package to Google, I have a direct connection to Google, but also every single other router on the planet. That seems like a good strategy. I like this. I need a fancy piece of paper to tell me that I'm not complete garbage. I have one of those. It cost me $30,000. And then I'm not using it. And I'm making videos on the internet. GIFs in your terminal. I know there's ways to, like, embed. What is this? What is this one? Is this a... This is a Unicode block one, isn't it? I'm going to say Unicode block. And I'm right. Because why wouldn't it be? Fill this in. I know there's a bunch of projects that already do exactly this. Why am I not finding anything fun today? FBI and FBV. Is FBI actually the name of a program as well? Represent the entire internet as a file. Pointing at brain. Eyes. Brodie, can you test pfSense in a VM? I've heard of pfSense from LTT. I have no idea what pfSense is, though. Oh, it's a firewall. I do not have the prerequisite knowledge to tell you if a firewall is good. FBI, open up! ext4 is fine for non-system drive. I really should get around to actually testing out ButterFS. People bother me about ButterFS almost every day at this point, and I just have not gotten around to doing it. Terminal TCP chat with encryption end-to-end C++. How many buzzwords can we throw into this title? Ncurse's TCP chat. Why wouldn't You know, it's a cool project, but why wouldn't I just like use one of the millions of other encrypted chats already? What motivation disclaimer? What can I say? I love end curses. You're one of the 5 people that do, and I wanted to do an example of something that required encryption. Okay, so this is a project to learn to study. That's cool. I'm not going to check it out, but that's cool. Added to build wait, you made an exe for this? Okay, sure. That's cool. I wouldn't use it on Windows, but sure. Open sound system's better. Yeah, man. When did we replace open sound system? I've certainly never had to use it. When did also become a thing? Also in kernel. What year? Uh, 23 years ago. That was when it started becoming developed. I don't know when it was added to the kernel, though. When it was actually a stable enough project. OSS was removed because the development became proprietary for a while. Huh. Oh, speaking of that, did you guys hear about, I don't know if you did, but people have been telling me about this. There was a Windows YouTuber who used to be a Windows dev who posted this like really shit take about Linux, saying that Linux is thank you for the follow. I can't read it. What does it say? Fish tempura. Thank you. Saying that Linux is actually just like fake privacy and it's like fake security because Linus Torvalds has a binary blob he adds to the kernel that nobody else knows about. Dave's Tech Garage, yes, that guy. So because Linus has a binary blob, therefore Linux is no worse than is no better than Windows. It's like, okay, but like, what about all the things that are not binary blobs? I think he mistaken Wi-Fi drive. Well, there are binary blobs in the Linux kernel. But there's also lots of it that are not binary blobs. If you don't like the binary blobs, there is like Linux Libre, which you can go and use. Has anyone decompiled the blob? I presume someone would have. I thought that was just a 4chan. No, it wasn't it might have been a 4chan meme, and then 4chan meme, but it was like a predictive meme. It was a meme, and then it actually became a thing that happened. Gentor. What is Gentor? Oh, okay. Gentor's actually a project. I'm glad to announce that my Gentor package, a utility to make your internet traffic anonymized through Tor network with support for Privoxy, got reviewed and officially accepted by Arch repository. What is Gentor? Why was it deleted? Why did the person who posted this delete it? Why did you do that? Do you not like the project anymore? Did you stop maintaining it? I don't know. From what I could tell, it was said in complete earnest. It might have been like a complete joke. Gentor 2. Luckily, I can click the link. Oh, it was deleted. That would be why. That makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, cool. Why did you delete it? What did you just... Wait, you got it accepted into the Arch repos, and then you just delete the project. Why would you do that? I don't understand the goal there. Ooh, I missed this one. Valorant 0.9, nice. Man, Valorant, I love that game. Every time I go back and play it, it's been like a couple of months, and it's always impressing me like how better it is since the last time. Especially considering the game that it's sort of like inspired by, which never got made, and is already better than that one. That being Cube World. FreeBSD ports is the daddy of Gen 2. I am the daddy of Gen 2. Individual commands won't work when used together inside vim-c. Someone asked me if I was if I'd ever consider like switching over to Emacs. Actually, it still exists? Why did the link not work then? What? Did he change the link? Wait, this is not a repo. This is not a repo. What? What? Is this... Wait, is he just using... Wait, there's source code. Hold up. What? Wait, what? I have to download this. Why is there... There's clearly source code, but there's no project here. What? No, there's nothing in there. Wait. That's not source code. I guess that must be auto-generated by GitHub. Wait, what is... I don't... What? That's so confusing. Sure. That is why, kid, we should archive the entire internet. Big brain. The project is just, the project is just the friends we made along the way. There's a Euler, it's proprietary then. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, there doesn't have... Okay, you can have an open source project that has a Euler. What is the W... actually, yeah, what did the wget command do? It pulled from somewhere. Wait. It pulls from this repo. Wait, what? What? So it downloads this. So, okay, it downloads that binary. Right, okay. I've never seen someone just use GitHub to distribute a binary. I am not running it. No, that's not happening. I'm fine with unzipping a zip file, but I'm not running that. What does a healthy Linux user have on his system? A calorie counting app. This is the most confusing Git repo I've ever seen. Then tells you to run sudo random exe. Now, man, run sudo bash and then just run a script. That's how real Linux users do it. GNOME performance, one step forwards, one step back. This post would not be popular with the GNOME fanboys. These last few years, things were looking up in terms of performance. A lot of Daniel Van Vogt? Someone's going to tell me I'm completely wrong there. Patches yield big improvements with GNOME 40RC. There is a noticeable regression from 38. Didn't DT do a video about how the latest version of GNOME is not very... the latest version of Ubuntu is not very good? And by extension, that would mean GNOME. What was the problem with the latest version of Ubuntu anyway? I'd actually never watched that video. Sudo arch exe. Sudo su arch exe. GNOME looks like iPad OS to me. It sort of always looked like that. But is there some specific issue that people are taking with it now? GNOME is fine, Snap is slow as hell. Yeah, Snap's always been slow though. And there's been a lot of shift towards I wouldn't be surprised with if within 5 years, Ubuntu is a fully Snap system. Like, just get rid of every single package that isn't a Snap and just make everybody use Snaps. Like, it takes too long to just run Firefox. I don't know why you would ever... Like... I get Snaps for, like, a proprietary developer. Like, someone who makes a project and doesn't want to release the source code. Sure, Snaps are fine for releasing it like that. I'd much rather an app image, but whatever. But... Why is your browser a Snap? When Flatpak Discord runs faster than native. I wouldn't know. I run Discord on the web. I'm one of those people. What are you not able to install? Hello, I'm completely new to Linux and I'm having trouble installing it on my PC. I'm running an AMD 5600X and there you go, RTX 3060. I'm not able to live boot the system at all. I've tried using both the drivers for live booting the system. After it reaches the graphical interface part, nothing further happens. Have you tried clicking the next button? I am not clicking that link. I don't know if you guys can see that. Where the hell is that going? 1drv.ms. What? Why not use Imgur? Like, what is 1drv.ms? Is this like a link to host? What is one? Oh, is it OneDrive? Wait, really? 1drv. That's one. What? Why? Why is it that? Surely Microsoft could buy the OneDrive domain. Like, don't they already, like, what? It's a OneDrive short link. Right. That doesn't look at all like malware. No, definitely not. It doesn't look like it's going to install some crazy shit on my system. I've never seen 1drv. That's weird. That gentle binary has an email Python input there. Good luck using that. I guess I don't use Google Drive either. Like if I need to host an image somewhere, I'm just typically going to use Imgur because I don't care enough. Novo, which is used in live but doesn't work on latest. Oh, that would make sense. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense because Linus is running. I'm sure Linus is running the latest. I guess unless it's no, you're saying it right now. It doesn't. Linus installed Manjaro. There's no way he doesn't have an RTX, the latest RTX card. There's not a chance. Like, I know in his like new system he's built, he has a 3090, but I'm sure he had a RTX card before. Oh, was he on a 20? Oh, okay, it was on a 20 series before. Okay, that makes sense. I thought he already had a 30 series. He used proprietary drivers. Right, okay. Why is Critter's icon so low res? Because it's an icon? Because icons are always low res? Like, what are you talking about? Why so many people unrecommend? Unrecommend. Sure, okay, I guess that's one way to describe it. We need 8K icons. You mean like 8 kilobit icon? Or 8 kilobyte icons? We can do that. I'm happy with 8 kilobyte icons. How to read binary, yeah, that's a way to do it. Impossible. Unrecommend, exactly. Sadly, I cannot see Keck W's. No fun. SVG. Actually, SVGs wouldn't be the worst idea. Assuming that, like, space wasn't an issue, SVGs are the best strat. Icon should be PNG. No, only JPEG. You are not allowed to have, transparency. Everything must be a square. Square or rectangle. That is all you're allowed. Do you think Linux Foundation, no, they are. What are you talking about? Thunderbird versus K-Mail versus Cube versus XXX. I think one of these is not like the others. Is XXX also a... Wait, is there an email client called XXX? I don't want to write XXX right now, because if I show you... If I search for that, I'm going to get my stream pulled. Is this an email client, or are they saying anything else? Do they mean versus etc.? Is that what they're saying? Actually, versus etc. makes sense. I've never seen anyone do like you can do like a single X. I wish someone named an email client like that, actually. That would be great. Shit. I closed it. What was it? 14,800. Yes. About here. Yes, there we go. Pipe scroll back to editor? What? I would like to ask if there's a way to pipe the entire current session terminal scroll back. That was hard to read. I would like to ask if there was a way to pipe the entire current session terminal scroll back to a text editor. I think that would be a very terminal specific thing, because I don't think there's any variable that stores the terminal session. I don't think there's a way that you could just generically do that. Yeah, Tmux would have a way to capture it, and there'd be like history and stuff, and you could rerun the commands. But I guess rerunning it doesn't guarantee it's going to be identical, especially in cases where you are what's the word? You are modifying the output. Yeah. Pretty cool watching naughty stuff in 4K. Shh. Don't tell YouTube. Tmux or screen? Yeah, but are you asking me which one I would use? I've actually not used Tmux yet. GNOME terminal can copy as HTML. We mean it can copy as HTML. Like you can copy the... I'm not sure what you're saying there, actually. You can copy the window? What? I'm not sure what you mean. Should I try a tiling window manager after homework? No, try it before your homework. You just fail class. XSE can too. I think it converts... Oh, converts the escape codes to HTML. Oh, that's what you're saying. Right. That makes sense. I installed Apple Music for Linux from Snap and I can't delete it. Have you tried deleting it? Have you tried running the deletion command? What is this? Pictures. Uh-huh. You're just showing a picture of it being installed? Seems you created a shortcut for it. It looks like it's located in .local share applications useless desktop. So they made an empty shortcut. Beautiful. Snap remove snapd. The OBS Studio Flatpak will become an officially supported Wait, seriously? Okay, that's actually good. Because the reason I run the Titan version is because the Titan version is the only version that has, like, most of the features. But if they make it the officially supported version, that means the Snap features that are only available in Snap will finally be available outside of it. And I refuse to install the Snap, but I will install the Flatpak if that becomes a thing. That actually is awesome. Imagine running iTunes on Linux. You want iCloud, then you can use the web. Imagine using iTunes unironically. A little tip on changing terminal class. VC rule for NCM, whatever. NCM, NCMM, PCPP, which runs inside Alacrity for me. I wanted Alacrity instances to run a desktop 2, but NCM, PCPP, and Alacrity run a desktop 5. Right. Okay, so literally the most basic BSPWM stuff you can imagine. Why does my camera do that? Every so often, it's just like, nah, I'm just gonna stop working for a moment. I've never worked out why that's a thing. Brodie, you use Spotify, which is almost the same thing. I run on my phone, though. That's different. Because GNOME. Because Genome. I've been confusing a lot of people recently by saying mate instead of mate. Every time I say the mate desktop environment, there are some people who get very confused about it. Like, what do you mean it's mate? It's mate. And then they try to, like, explain how mate is pronounced by, like, typing out the pronunciation. The reason I didn't say mate is because I don't want to say mate. Ubuntu might. Hi, can you research running Linux on Android devices? I don't have a secondary device to test it on. That's my problem. I would like to do something involving that. It's just, until I buy a secondary, like a backup phone, I have no interest in doing it. I could get one for pretty cheap, though. It's just a matter of whether I want to, and then whether I want to dedicate time to doing a project. Like, I want to do stuff on, what are they? Some of, like, the custom ROMs as well. And I probably should pick up a secondary phone just to do that. Because we've been asking for quite a while. Dual booting Windows 10 and Arch. Do my strat, which is don't set up your bootloader and just install Windows 10 while your Arch drive is uninstalled, and then literally plug and unplug the drives and do it like that. That's how you do it. Standalone Lightning calendar. Wait, is that what the calendar in Thunderbird's called? Lightning? I doubt you could run it as a separate application. I wish there was a standalone version. Why would you want a standalone version? The Thunderbird calendar is horrible. It is the slowest calendar I've ever seen. Yo, Lifeless, how you doing? Xperia phones all have unlockable bootloaders and kernel sources. Oh, what? Really? I didn't know that. Just use Windows in a VM and everything becomes so easy except for single GPU pass-through. Just buy a second GPU, you know, just buy. Actually, on the low-end side, at least in Australia, they're like, you can get, like my GPU now for $300, which is more than you should pay for it, but it's better than it was. Your background is matcha. Matcha is great. It is a Christmas background. Don't you notice the Christmas shirt? Because it's... 'Tis the season... Wait, you can't see it. Shit. Here we go. 'Tis the season to get swifty. I bought this last year, and I've worn it once. Because why would I just wear Christmas shirts when it's not Christmas? I say this, and it's December 11th. Not enough PCIe slots? You'll never have enough. You need as many PCIe slots as you can get. I recommend buying a $20,000 CPU just to access as many as possible. I didn't realize you're a Rick and Morty fan, Brodie. I do like Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is good. I turn myself into a pickle, Rick. Wait, Morty, look. This joke's going nowhere. SteamOS uses... I was actually going to ask about that. I didn't know if that'd been talked about yet. SteamOS uses Wayland by default. Is from the Steamworks livestream that Valve streamed. I didn't know that. I was curious whether it was running XOR, KDE, or Wayland, but that makes sense. Zoomer. True, though. I'm using all my PCIe slots, so a second GPU would do much for me. Just unplug everything else. You don't need them. Who needs PCIe cards? What have they ever done for you? Captive Portal Network Fly-Fi. Yes, it is the magical GameScope Wayland compositor. But it's not KDE's vision of Wayland. They're using What is GameScope? GameScope. The hell is this? SteamOS Session Compositing Window Manager. Which is forked from the SteamOS Compositor. Uh-huh. In an embedded session use case, GameScript does the same thing as Steam Comp Manager, but with less extra copies and latency. It's getting game frames through Wayland by way of X Wayland, so there's no copy within X itself forgets the frame. It uses DRM/KMS to directly flip games frames to the screen even when stretching or when notifications are up. When it does need to composite with the GPU, it does so with this async Vulkan compute, meaning you get to see the frame quick even if the game already has the GPU busy with the next frame. This seems like it goes way over my head. But I'm interested to check out SteamOS 3 when the ISO becomes available. Apparently so. I didn't know they made a Wayland compositor. Or launch a game from TTY. Yeah, man, I'm sure that's the interface they want to go with. Give me a sec. I think I heard the cat meow outside my door. Let's see if I can get him inside. Or he's going to run away again the second I open the door. What do you want? What do you want? Hey, come here. Face. Come on. Up on the bed. Get up on the bed. Hi, are you gonna be annoying or did I put you outside again? What are you doing? Apparently, screenshots of SteamOS 3 were leaked. They don't need to be leaked because they were shown already in the alpha, unless there's screenshots of like how it looks now. Like LTT literally showed off how it looked a while back, but also there's literally a dude who's showing off like the developer version. Like I don't think there needs to be leaks. Like it's already been made very public. What do you want, Chase? Wayland is for non-touchscreens too. I'm well aware that's most people using it. Well, it was during the alpha, but it's very possible they've changed a lot now. The cat is back, PogChamp. True. Big PogChamp. I know that when they were initially testing it, it was definitely vanilla KDE. I don't know the first result for SteamOS 3, and first result for SteamOS 3, and I don't want to read it. Poggers. Big poggers. What do you want, Chase? Oi, no. Do not eat the earphones. You do not want to eat those. That would be bad. Looks exactly like my cat, because all cats look the same. What do you want? Can you not headbutt me? Hi. Yes, you're adorable. Can you show the face? If he looks towards you, yes. Oi. Hey, stupid. Hey. No, over here. Come on. You saw a bit of his face. There you go. That's as much you're gonna get. Have you ever been inside a Turkish prison? Not inside of Turkey, no. Just specifically in a Turkish prison. A prison. No. No, I haven't. Hi. Over here. Thank you. Go chill. Chill over there, thank you. He headbutts you to put his smell on you because he thinks you are family. Is that so? I'll take your word for it. Hello. Yes, hello. What? Aw. You're adorable. You can chill on my lap? You can chill up here if you want. Hey? Let me work. Hey? No, don't eat the cable. That's not gonna happen. Yes, hello. No. Oi. That's not food. Stop. There, get on the lap. Cat use vanilla art challenge. Do you know how difficult it is to train a cat? Like, just to do basic stuff. Just, like, absolutely anything. Training a cat is very difficult. Let alone pressing keys on a keyboard. Hi. Aw, you're adorable. Come on. Family. I need to watch the newest Fast and Furious movie. Can we switch music, Brodie? We can switch music. That's as far as we're gonna go with that. Help, I can't boot into Linux without USB. I recently tried to install Ubuntu onto a USB, not just the installation, but installation media, but the whole OS on a USB. That worked perfectly. When I tried to boot from the hard drive, it only got to the grub prompt. Are you pointing grub at the correct location? Wayland now. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool. So the FreeBSD guys get Wayland now if they really want to. So the OS that the OS that is very far behind Linux also gets the desktop and the graphical display server system that is also behind. Cool. You can make an extra not working system. Manjaro GNOME default console with cool.bash RC. Someone got a cat to communicate via pushing little buttons with the word. Have you tried Sway WM? Not extensively. I've tried it a bit. I like about a year or so ago. NVIDIA does finally support Wayland, but people are still calling it support janky. Look, just don't use NVIDIA. Even if NVIDIA support was perfect for Wayland, there are so many other problems that NVIDIA has on Linux anyway that it's not worth it. Switch to Pipewire, very pog. No difference in my audio at all, but I feel fresh. I should try out Pipewire again. I've been meaning to do so. I just haven't gotten around to doing sudo pacman-s Pipewire. It takes like 2 seconds to install it, but I've just not gotten around to it. Help! I'm trying to install Steam into my computer, and I have a file for it, but every time I install it, it starts and I get a message. Package Steam has no installation candidate. Is the package called Steam on Ubuntu? Have you done sudo apt update? Probably not. Do it now. If I try to install Pipewire right now, then that will break the entire stream. Will you get a PS2 and install Linux on it? I know there is that, like, Linux, what is it? Linux for PlayStation 2 thing. I really want to do so. I can get a PS2 for like $50. So, I probably should, actually. It might be a fun project. I can't think of anybody else right now who's doing a PS2 Linux content. Even if it's just showing that it's a thing you can do. Install Linux on an N64. No, okay. I don't know if you know about this, but PlayStation for Linux is actually like an official project. Or like an official thing back on the PS2. Linux for PlayStation 2. Here we go. Like, this was an actual thing that came out in 2002. So Linux for PlayStation 2 or PS2 Linux is a kit released by Sony Computer Entertainment in 2002 that allows the PlayStation 2 to be used as a personal computer. It included a Linux-based operating system, a USB keyboard and a mouse, a VGA adapter, a PS2 network adapter Ethernet only, a 40 gigabyte hard drive, man, that's massive, and an 8 gigabyte memory card is required. So it must be formatted during installation. So basically, this is being used as your storage. I love it. It's actually amazing. The official site for the project was closed at the end of October 2009, and communities like PS2 Dev are no longer active. Oh, that's sad. That's sad to see. It sounds like a hilarious project. You wouldn't be able to open up YouTube. You can't install a browser new enough to do so. Check the article I sent on the Discord. What did you send on the Discord? What is this? This is a Phoronix article about... Wait, what? Wait, what? Radeon R300 driver lands NER to TGSI code. Old NVIDIA driver eyes it too. The old open source Radeon Linux graphics driver covered yesterday about blah blah blah. As covered yesterday, this is about making use of Mesa's NER to TGSI path and ultimately allowing the R300 Gallium 3D driver to be able to leverage the excellent NER intermediate representation and common optimization features already used by the Mesa drivers. So if you want to... Man, these are the only GPUs you can buy right now, so hey. maybe this is the future. We should go back to GPUs that look like this. Man. Early 2000s GPUs they just looked better. They look like shit, but man, there's something appealing about, like, what is this? This is such a bad looking GPU, but I still love it nonetheless. Why is there that's such a bad cooling system as well? There's wait, that is hardcore blower design. Yeah, so that fan is sitting like near the GPU die and only blows out there. So the rest of this does not get cooled at all. What a bad cooler that is. I love it. I just realized that the problem I was having with my make file wasn't a problem at all. It was a problem with my source file. It was a problem with my brain. Hi, so I want to factory reset my Ubuntu. Can I just use a bootable USB with Ubuntu and then I boot and I can erase the disk and install Ubuntu? Yes. You just install it and it wipes everything for you. Can I factory reset my Ubuntu? I want to factory reset my Ubuntu. What are some good Linux news sites that stay up to date? None of them. They're all shit. To be completely honest, like, Reddit isn't even the worst place. The problem with a lot of Linux sites is a lot of them are very, hey, here's 10 Linux apps you didn't know about. Oh, mate, here's this, here's the, I don't know, like, random GNOME update. Like, I don't care. Just tell me things that actually matter. Let's go to OMG Ubuntu. Actually, I don't hate OMG Ubuntu. Because there's, like, one guy who writes for it. It doesn't get many articles. I was gonna say it doesn't get many articles. There's 3 articles in one day. I don't even know why it's called OMG Ubuntu at this point. Like, half the stuff in here isn't even about Ubuntu. Like, here's Zorin OS. Here's Mint. Firefox 95. This is probably one of the better sites, to be honest. Ooh, Blender 3.0's out. Nice. People have been asking me to look at that one for a while. I actually didn't realize when it was going to come out. I like articles like the 72 best Linux music players. I do like best lists when it's literally everything. They're very popular in the anime world as well. It's Foss feels like OMG Ubuntu to me. I feel like It's Foss is a worse site than OMG Ubuntu, to be honest. I do follow It's Foss on Twitter because occasionally there will be an article that isn't garbage. But, like, half the time it's garbage. What is TTY in Linux? The 19 absolute simple things about Linux terminal every Ubuntu user should know. Why specifically Ubuntu user? Well, Ubuntu is good for clicks. Brodie, did you talk about GTK GIMP 3? I did do a video on the GIMP update. Know your terminal. Okay. Okay, no, it's literally about Ubuntu. Okay, that's why. Open your terminal in Ubuntu by looking at the system menu. How my favorite way is to use the shortcut. Terminal versus shell. Wait, it's a Luke Smith video. Terminal versus shell versus prompt versus command line. I don't care what your stupid ads. Go away. Terminal, command, prompt. Oh yeah, okay, that's actually, you know. I didn't expect him to actually link to a Luke Smith video. Okay. Love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Apparently the writer of It's Foss watches Luke. Oh, that's beautiful. Based on what? Understanding the prompt. User hostnet, sure, okay. Brain fucking folders are the best Brain fuck is a great language. True. Nah, best language is white space though. Sorry, I had a panic attack. What did I miss? The panic attack's probably like probably far more important than what we're doing. Do you prefer if I watch on Twitch or YouTube? Well, you can't watch on Twitch right now, so I'd prefer you watch on YouTube. Path abs. Okay, these are the most basic things on the planet. Like, it says absolutely simple things, but like, I didn't think it would be this simple. Getting help. Yep, you can do command name -H in a lot of cases. Wait, okay, good. You do mention man page. I was gonna say, best language is cow. The best language is the language of God, secret cow level. There's a language where the only word is chicken. Is that like white space? It sounds very much like white space. I've written a Hello World program in binary. I can tell you it's the best. White space is pain. True though. That's the whole point. And you can't cheat by using a program that like highlights the white space. Just write everything in machine language. Just write every language you're going to be using. Just rewrite it from the ground up in machine language. That's the real strat. Arch on MacBook with touch bar. You don't. No, it died. God damn it. Okay, are we back? Are we back? I'll go back. Cool. Your stream didn't lag. I just lost connection because Australia. Brodie, do you play any JRPGs? You ever been to my Twitch? I'm playing through Kingdom Hearts right now. Rest in peace, Brodie. Brodie always rest in peace. I only rest in peace. There is a computer language known as English. Wait. I have to see this. English programming language. Wait, it actually is a thing. What the hell? I thought we were joking. Wait, what? English is a declarative programming language. Many people are familiar with it, even if they don't know any other programming language. What the hell is this? Is this a meme? This is a meme. Okay. Okay, this is a meme. You know, I thought this was an actual thing. Are you willing to play Shin Megami Tensei 5 since you play JRPGs? Once again, I don't own a Switch, but I want to play SMT 5. I'm playing through 3 right now. It is a very good game. Which do you prefer, tabs or spaces? I press the tab key and then convert my tabs to spaces. I find space is easier to work with, but I don't want to press the space key more. Space is more useful, true. Do fans of SMT and Persona segregated? I don't know. I play both games. Like I like both the series. I don't understand like why you would get angry. Why you would get angry about whether you play SMT or Persona. Tab auto converts to spaces though. That's not a thing that automatically happens. You have to set that up. Unless you're using an editor that does that. Vim doesn't automatically do it. Vim will output tabs by default. How to improve gaming performance. Step 1 is disabling your compositor. Why does no one use spaces to indent? Most people do. I'm not sure what you mean nobody uses it. Thank you for the follow. Raver... Wait, didn't you already follow before? Oh, wait, no, you... Sorry, no, I'm thinking you were on the Patreon already. Thank you for the follow, Raver. To be fair, SMT fans dislike Persona fans because they are weirdos on Twitter. To be honest, everybody's a bit of a weirdo on Twitter. And anything involving Twitter inherently just has weird people with it. Yo, V Winter, how you doing? Just kill all plasma shield. Actually, I need to open up my window. It's getting really hot in here. Give me 1 second. Oh. Okay. Better. Now there's airflow in here. Install NixOS now, by the way, like during the stream. Like, just replace my art install. I'm alright. How about you? I'm doing pretty good now that I have air in this room and I can breathe and it's not hot. But it's summer, so it's always going to be hot. Oracle Java is pain. I am pain. Did you already talk about the day 10 Java vulnerability? I have no idea what you're talking about, so no. Can I have some context? Or maybe an article or something that will give me context? Brodie, more like encoding when you have like layers of code. Like an onion? Is coding like onions? Man, it's cold here. Imagine it being cold in December. That's funny. I prefer 1 indent character over 4. Log4j hack. That's on my... I think Log4j is on my list. I don't remember why, though. Someone told me to add it to my list, and I don't remember why they told me to add it to my list. Or Log4j, not 4G. Oh, that's what it was. Based deepfake Luke Smith did a video about it. Okay. Luke uploaded a video? Yeah, I didn't know. That must have like slipped my mind. It is 12:09 a.m. and 25-ish degrees in my room. I don't know if we're talking in real units or American units. Which units are we working with right now? Whatever, I don't know. Alpha nerd, not Luke. Ah, yes, that makes sense. The guy who actually makes videos. Ah, Celsius, cool. Any problem with using video Linux drivers, even though using NVIDIA card? You should probably use the drivers for your card. That's usually a good start. Celsius. Focus. Chevron. Log4j's used widely across the web. When I first heard Tabs space argument, I always thought as why... Oh, I was reading that. Cool things to do with Linux kernel modules. Add features. That's usually a good start. Celsius for noobs, we should all be using Kelvin. True, though. We should all be basing, it's 4 degrees C here. Jeez, that sounds fun. I definitely know what cold is like. Only gamers use log4. What in the world is log4j? I can talk about log4j as if it's a thing that I know in the hell what you're talking about. Lots of problems even with the official NVIDIA drivers. Honestly, the NVIDIA drivers could be good if NVIDIA just decided, hey, we are going to support Novo. We will work with the Novo team and make Novo a good project. And then it would be fine. There'd be no problem whatsoever with NVIDIA on Linux. Guys, it's 300k. Tell me how the weather is like. What is 300 Kelvin? Is that like some sensible temperature? All I know is something to do with Minecraft got posted in like 3 Discords I'm in. Aha. It's a logging library for Java, right. Thank you everyone who maintains the code and documentation. I decided to jump into Arch from other distros of the project the other day. The documentation is so thorough, it was intimidating. The documentation was so good, I was intimidated by it. By being patient, I was able to set up GPT petition, UEFI boot using a UEFI petition. This right here is called getting upcomies on Twitter. We're really not finding anything that my voice just cracked in. We're really not getting anything from this today. Usually I've found at least one topic by this point. Right. Isn't 0 Celsius 273 Kelvin? Okay. That makes sense. Any experience with Zanmod? Isn't Zanmod... Oh, actually, that reminds me. Someone asked me about Linux TKG earlier. I have not used Linux TKG, but I know the only reason why you'd bother using it is because of the new Futex 2 code. Have you seen Totally Not Mark's video? Is that the Toei guy? I have not... If it is, I have not seen his video. I've seen the, 20 reply videos to that video. You going outside now, Chase? What are you doing? I saw Mooders, I saw Criticals, I feel like I saw Joey's as well. It allows for remote execution on... Where is the cat? He's on the floor. He's trying to jump up onto my windowsill, but the window is closed right now, and I've got this blind thing that comes down. You can't get up there. I should... I don't want to grab my webcam. I'm lazy. I won't grab it. Get him back here. He is exploring. Aren't you, Chase? You're a person who learns the author of One Piece. Right, he did a reply video. A follow-up video. We're not finding anything today. What is this? The power of YouTube embeds. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm sorry, what is this? I have to show you something. So my stream's not happening on Twitch, but someone has gone and embedded... They've embedded the stream onto the Twitch window so they can use Twitch chat while they are watching the stream. That's actually amazing. I can totally respect that. Just do a video about setting up Butterfest with snapshots and Arch. I should get around to doing Butterfest at some point. I really should. I don't know if you ever get any reply about the whole One Piece thing. But hey, maybe. I hope he gets the videos reinstated, but I really doubt it. People have too much free time. True though. That's probably why you're here right now. Why you're here watching this stream. What are you doing, Chase? The people want you on the stream. They want to see you, cat. Just pop out Twitch 5-head. True. That's the real method. That's the real gamer play. Do an Arc install with NTFS with permissions enabled. Thank you for the follow, Shadow Walker 9. How am I getting followers on Twitch while we're not streaming on Twitch? That is actually impressive. I get more followers on Twitch when I'm not streaming there. Actually, I'm doing my Anki reviews at the same time. Okay, that's fair. You actually do... What do you use Anki for? Is it for language learning or is it for, like, something else? We demand cat. Cat is here. Weebo Robertson Gaming. What are you doing? What are you doing, Chase? But thank you for the follow. Liquid Zephyru, I think is what that says. God damn it, you. Thank you for the follow. Smith will not. Instant OS Beta 6 released. Today is the day. Today is the day that I'm doing a full clean installation of Ubuntu. Say goodbye to Windows 10 and hello to Ubuntu. Yay. Thank you for the follow. So be it now. This is actually really difficult to read against this text. Facebook is no longer meta. What do you mean they're no longer meta? Did they change the name? Wait, what is the topic of this stream? The topic is what I want it to be. Arigato gozaimasu and konnichiwa. I just know 2 Japanese words. That was more... Do you know what the word "to" means? I think I need to inform you what the word "to" means. Jesus Christ. Facebook is now concrete. Concrete is the dinner of the Zuck. Brodie, ever since you made that video about cat instead of DD, and all of a sudden, my brain just types cat, what have you done to me? I have improved your brain. I have hacked the system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess yon or she, depending on the context. Brodie, are you still in the process of installing Linux from scratch? I am. It's just a matter of when I get around to continuing the series. I don't have a confirmation date on when, but it will happen at some point. Probably sometime next year. Which sounds like a long time away, but it's like 3 weeks away. Just kind of insane. I fixed my program. I hope that I did not cause any mess in your system. Hi, I'm truly sorry about the program I posted before. I do not intend such mean to cause any troubles or break your art system. I won't reason out because it really seems that it was a bad idea. Thank you for the follow, Nine-Tailed Yokai. Wait, if you want to know why it is Pacman-QT, here it is. It was Pacman-QTD DQ before, but I read from the ArchWiki that Pacman-QT will only list the true orphans. So I thought it'd be better. But according to people here, it will break the system by removing databases and other important stuff. I'm glad there's a space in my Pacman-RNS, so it did not work. But still, I'm truly sorry for the mistake I made. Don't run random scripts that, like, mess with your system with sudo. It's a bad idea. Is Brodie secretly Japanese? How could you tell? Yada yada does it. Speaking of JoJo, I watched Stone Ocean and holy shit, it ended at a horrible point. It ended at such a bad point. What on earth are we reading? Someone's Reddit apology letter, I guess. I guess someone made a thing and it did a thing. Oh, here we go. The log4j thing. Oh, have a look at this one. Let's see. A vulnerability in the log4j. I don't want to subscribe. Go away. Has security teams scrambling to put in a fix. Don't run random scripts that mess with your system using AUI helper. Right, but the difference is that I know the AUI helper is going to work. Have you used the Starship shell? You mean shell prompt? Yes. It's literally the prompt I'm using right now. Gonna make a website that works similarly to Night when I have time to get back. I don't know how that doesn't exist already on Linux. I guess because we do have like the whole package manager thing, but it does surprise me that something like that doesn't exist. Like just generate the command for your distro or something like that. A vulnerability in a... Why are you using a weird font there? Use one font. A vulnerability in a widely used logging library has become a full-blown security meltdown affecting digital systems across the internet. Hackers are already attempting to exploit it, but even as fixes emerge, researchers warn that the flaw could have serious repercussions worldwide. My nose is itchy. The problem lies in Log4j, a ubiquitous open-source Apache logging framework that developers use to keep a record of activity within an application. Security responders are scrambling to patch the bug. At the same time, hackers are actively scanning. Sure, okay. Log4j is a Java library, and while the programming language is less popular with consumers these days, it's still very broad in enterprise systems and web apps. This is very true. Corporate absolutely adores Java. This is why uni is full of Java still. Like, my university focused on Java for nearly my entire degree. Researchers told Wired on Friday that they expect many mainstream services will be affected. Why are there cat earphones? Okay, sure. For example, Microsoft owned Minecraft. Man, I don't like that statement. On Friday, posted detailed instructions on how players of the game's Java version should patch their systems. This exploit affects many services, including Java. Really? Minecraft Java Edition is affected? Whoa, crazy. What do you use as your password manager if you use one? It's literally right here. I use Bitwarden. I need anime recommendations. Serial Experiments Elaine. I haven't seen it, but that's what the 4chaners say. This vulnerability poses a potential risk of your computer being compromised. Cloudflare CEO Matthew Prince tweeted Friday, the issue was so bad that the internet infrastructure company would try to roll out at least some protection, even for customers on its free tier of its service. Well, yeah, you probably should be doing that. All an attacker has to do to exploit the flaw is strategically send a malicious code string that eventually gets logged by Log4j version 2.0 or higher. The exploit lets an attacker load arbitrary code on a server, allowing them to take control. Oh, that's not good. It's a design failure of a catastrophic proportion, says Free Wortley. Your first name is Free. That's a cool first name. CEO of the open source data security platform Lunasec. Researchers of the company published a warning and initial assessment of the Log4j vulnerability on Thursday. At least for Minecraft, the string needed is rather simple. Don't post it in the chat. I don't know about how YouTube's gonna be happy about that one, but yeah, don't do that. I will have to delete your comment if you do. Watch Horimiya. Do that. It's actually very good. Install all pipewire dependencies. If I do that, you will not hear any audio. Minecraft screenshot circulating forums appear to show Minecraft players exploiting the vulnerability from the Minecraft chat. You can exploit it from the Minecraft chat. Jesus Christ, that's bad. Okay. On Friday, some Twitter users began changing their display names to code strings. To code strings that could trigger the exploit. Oh, that's actually a A+ plan. I love that. Oh my lord. Another user changed his iPhone name to do the same and submitted the finding to Apple. Oh, that's actually beautiful. Right. Well, of course, yeah, so the chat goes through Log4j as well. Right, that makes sense. We'll just play single player and you'll be fine. It's pretty dang bad, says Wortley. So many people are vulnerable, and this is so easy to exploit. There are some mitigating factors, but this being the real world, there will be many companies that are not on current releases that are scrambling to fix this. I can guarantee that most of the internet, or most of the world using Java is not on a version that is remotely close to being patched. Once I believe in glowstone portals, the glowy portals. That's where the glowies come from. The glowies come from glowstone. Would that mean if you go to ban them, it would execute it? Theoretically, yes. I don't know how they would. It would depend on how they're capturing the string. Everyone uses Log4j. Well, you don't use Log4j if you just don't have any Java. Apache rates the vulnerability at critical severity and published patches and mitigations on Friday. The situation underscores the challenges of managing risk within independent enterprise software. As Minecraft, the pinnacle of enterprise software. Many organizations will need to develop their own patches or will be unable to patch immediately because they're running legacy software like older versions of Java. This is the whole Python 2 problem. This is the problem with deprecating half your language. Patches like this. Additionally, Log4j is not a casual thing to patch in live services because if something goes wrong an organization could compromise their logging capabilities at the moment when they need them most to watch for an attempted exploitation. There's not much that average users can do other than install updates of various online services whenever they're available. Most of the work to be done will be on the enterprise side as companies and organizations scramble to implement fixes. Just stop using the internet and you'll be fine. Just literally get off the internet. This sounds like an absolute train wreck. This sounds like an absolute train wreck of a situation. And there's going to be a lot of projects that do not get patched for a very long time. The latest Minecraft 1.18 switched to Java 16. Java 16. Wow. Oh god, Python 2. You don't know how much is still reliant on Python 2. There is so much code that is never going to stop being Python 2. Just use Java 8. I think when I started uni, my course was based around Java 9 or Java 10. We weren't using the latest version. We were using one that was a little bit out of date. I've never used Java. Good. Good. It's better for you. I want to incorporate Vim command in everything I do, like browsing, web watching YouTube. Browsing, web watching YouTube. I think there's supposed to be commas there and stuff like that. Is there an existing mod or script that can help me achieve that? Also hoping the mod or script that helping... when you're such a gamer, you describe everything as a mod. Teaching OOP in Java. Oh, man. Oh, that's how I learned OOP. As someone who has to do two Java projects for... I read that as Java 2 projects. Don't learn Java. True. There's nothing wrong... True, there's nothing wrong with being a Java programmer. There's a problem with Java, though. This is how old this news is. Stallman announcing his return to the FSF Board of Directors. I built a command line dictionary client in Go. I hope it's calling the standard dictionary tool that we use. Who is this from? Wait. Hey, it's Tom on the internet. Nice. Return of the King? A friend of mine enrolled in a Java course hasn't messaged me since. Did you did you suggest the Java course? Is he no longer your friend? I had a teacher telling me how rendering works. Meanwhile, I'm writing a rendered under 30 minutes. I'm writing a rendered. I don't think Luke would ever use that descriptor. There's no problem with Java. It's just one dependency no Java project made without. Really? Really, Java is the dependency that every Java project needs? I would have never guessed. How'd you come to that conclusion? Yo, Nosy, how you doing? You missed the absolute train wreck that was the start of this stream, where half of it didn't work. With what commands can I put a list of emails from a certain sender at the command line? Some of these things in here are just... I don't know what is even being asked. Doing good. That's good. I don't think that is what 1E1 was trying to say. 1E1. No, you won't be able to see it because it was I ended up making like 5 different events for the stream. Because I'm bad at my job. DT peeking in the corner. Psst. Hey kid, wanna buy some Haskell? I don't know what DC's even shilling at this point. I know he like swaps up what he says like every so often. Remember that Clojure was developed so that DistroTube is the one Linux YouTuber is the first Linux YouTuber you discover. I think the first one I discovered was one of the Linux distro channels. Either that or it was Lunduke. Linux distro review. Oh, well, it was... yes, that's the channel. Infinity Galactic. That was the channel that I first discovered. Everybody at some point watches an Infinity Galactic video. Look at these thumbnails. Look at these thumbnails, though. I love how, like, little effort goes into them. I can respect that, to be completely honest. Like, these are all the exact same thumbnail. Oh, yeah, no, he was using, it was these thumbnails he was using when I first found his channel. Yeah, always just looking up at the camera. I love these thumbnails. They're great. This is how you be a big Linux YouTuber. You just make videos on Linux distros. Nothing. Look, when he does things that are not Linux distros, shit views. Linux distros, boom, 100K. That's how you do it. That's how you be a Linux YouTuber. That's because Luke isn't a Linux YouTuber anymore. He does he does like politics stuff. Why can't you stand Luke? Why can't you stand Luke? I would like to know that, actually. I first discovered Learn Linux TV. That's actually a good channel to start with. Luke's gotten boring. Luke likes to explain crypto now. My first Linux YouTuber was Kenny. That's also a good start. I subbed to Infinity Galactic a while ago. The problem with channels like Infinity Galactic, not to say that he's a bad channel. He makes great content. The problem with a distro review channel is it's made for the absolute beginner level Linux YouTubers, Linux users. And once you sort of decide on your distro, there's not really any reason to watch a channel like that anymore. Like, once you decided you want to use Ubuntu, Arch, whatever you want to use, like, you're not going to watch more distro reviews. I think the only people who watch distro reviews are people who decide they never actually want to go, never actually want to use Linux, they just want to learn about Linux. Nowadays, I watch Gardener Brian. Gardener Brian. Brian, the Linux game. Brian, the Linux gamer. Oh, Brian, the Linux gamer. I think one of the early channels I was watching was Lunduke, though. It's very sad that new Linux users will not get to discover the beauty that was Lunduke's channel. I remember watching Mudahar's early Linux videos and was instantly intrigued. Muda is entertaining outside of the Linux stuff. Like, even if he was just a purely Windows guy, he would still be an entertaining creator. Yeah, Linux Sucks is a great series. What are the people on Big Daddy Linux channel? They're always distro hopping. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't understand the whole... I've said this plenty of times before. I don't understand, like, why you would just keep distro hopping. Why you wouldn't just settle on one thing. I really didn't... I've never got it. Space Duck color is awesome. What the hell is Space Duck? This is a theme of some... Huh? This is not... Is this a good looking theme? I would disagree, but to each their own, I guess. I'm not a big fan of it. Compulsive distro hopping disorder. So what is this font? I've never seen this font either. It's a weird font. Like, those P's look very strange. They look like they're from like, the P's and the Q's, look at these. They look like they're from a completely different font. Also, he's a, clearly a Windows Vim user as well. You like Grovbox, you have no taste. What do you, wait. Hold up a sec. We need to pause the stream for a moment. Where did you get the idea that I like Grovbox? Grovbox is the worst theme ever created. What are you talking about? I have never said that I like Grovbox. I have only said bad things about Grovbox. What are you... Are you confusing me with someone else? What is Grovbox? I'll show you Grovbox. Grovbox theme. Here we go. Open in new tab. Here is Grovbox. What is my go-to theme? VS Code Dark. I use the VS Code Dark theme. My terminal theme is a custom theme, but for Vim, I use VS Code Dark because VS Code Dark is great. Looks like dry grass. I think that's what it's going for. One Dark better than VS Code Dark. What is One Dark? One Dark theme. It is an IntelliJ theme. Uh-huh. Let's see the IntelliJ theme. I can respect that. I don't... thank you for the follow, Daimu-san. I can respect that. It's a bit too... I think the background's a bit too bright for me. But it's not bad. I like really, really high contrast themes. I don't spend my time looking at terminal themes all day. I'm using Moe Panda color theme. You're gonna show... This is gonna be the most disgusting theme I've ever seen, isn't it? Moe Panda theme. What is this? Let's see. Moe Panda video. Okay, there's no screenshots here. Show me a damn screenshot. VS... Yeah, here we go. Okay, you know, that's another one that I can respect. Solarized light. You know, anyone who unironically uses solarized light just needs to get their eyes checked. I found you from recommendations and... Wait, I found you from recommendations and your name is hard to remember. When I was a little watching video of you, I can't recall your name. Well, it's my name. It's not gonna change. Well, if you think Solarized Light is bad, wait till you see Solarized Dark. It's not popular at all, so you have to try it on VS Code. Well, you can always replicate it in other things. Like, my original VS Code Dark theme, I manually did before I realized that someone else already made it. Rename yourself into VS Code Dark theme. I will rename myself into Linus Torvalds, and then I'll get lots of clicks. Maybe Linux Torvalds, because a lot of people misspell Linus's name. Does Ubuntu have built-in Google spyware? I heard there is a new Google and Ubuntu partnership for the upcoming release. Spyware. Actually, don't even know what Solarize looks like. Lucky you have the internet then. You already call yourself Linux Robertson in the Discord. I do that. I forgot I did that. I change my name every so often. I forget what I end up actually calling myself. No HDMI audio on dual GPU configuration. I always forget that you can do like audio over HDMI. Opinions on dark. Are we just going to be reviewing themes now? Okay, sure. You know what? Why not? Give me your themes. Is that the one? Discord stream chat. Okay. What theme is that? Tokyo Night. Okay. Tokyo Night theme. Okay. This better have pictures. Okay, let's see. I'm not really a fan of dark backgrounds that lean towards blue. Can I paste my setup link here? Probably not. I don't control whether links are allowed. Yeah, I don't like dark themes that lean towards blue. I feel like, especially when you have blue text, it sort of compresses, I don't know. It sort of compresses the amount of contrast, if that makes sense. That's not a sensible descriptor at all. But that's yeah. Nord is too simple in my opinion. Nord, like the VPN, I'm not a fan of. Shout out to NordVPN. Here's the theme I run. Here you go. Oi, there we go. This is VS Code Dark. So basically the default VS Code theme, converted over to Vim. It doesn't work in all cases because Vim's default highlighting is not great. So you sort of have to have extensions that that fix the way that the highlighting syntax is done. Check out the IU theme. I'm using the Mirage variant. Okay. IU theme Vim. Give me 1 second. Edit. I'm gonna change the name of the stream. Rating themes, I guess. Here we go. There we go. New stream title. So if anyone sees it, then they can pop in for that for some reason. Oh, that's a... Okay, there's a light theme version here. Okay, I'm not a fan of that. Why is the light theme the one you have front and center? Why would you do that? Can I see what the other versions look like? Can you show... Wait. Can you... Do you have a link to the other version? Why would you have pictures of all of them and then not show them? If anyone who... Okay. Anybody who's making a theme, include pictures. Please. Please. It's very basic. Dropbox is the worst, but second worst is Nord. If anyone is... Actually, my original terminal theme was Nord. I based my current theme off of Nord. I just found that the default Nord coloring was very, what's the word? Very bland. Because that's sort of the goal. It's very blue. There's not really any Yeah, here we go. That's a horrible picture. That is such a bad picture. But it shows off how great Nord is. It looked fine before. Why did it do it? Why did it do this? Gray on gray, pretty much. Nord is too bright for me. Light theme are no longer trend, just like skew morph. Brodie, give your opinion on Solarize. Solarize light or dark? Which one specifically? Because any light theme, I'm going to have a bad opinion on. Solarized light theme. Is it... Let's see. Is it the worst light theme, though? That's the question. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't know why you'd ever have, like, a yellow background. It doesn't do a horrible job in contrast. That's one of the problems that a lot of light themes have. They use bright colors. I hate Grovebox. Grovebox is terrible. They use bright colors with a bright background, but this one... I feel like this is workable, even if I don't want to look at it. Also, the problem with having a white background is white ends up... it becomes very grating to look at after a while. Having something slightly... Like, this is why if you're going to have a white background on a website, always make it slightly off-white. Like, you know, a couple of shades into gray. That's always the sensible way to do it. You don't have to go super hard with it. You have to go into, like, a dark theme. But a couple of shades off of just complete white. Is Lorem Ipsum blocked in your chat? It shouldn't be. Isn't the wait, is the Arduino IDE Arduino... I know the Android, what is it? Android Development Studio, whatever it's called, Android Studio. That is basically just, it's the JetBrains suite. I can't find the Arduino. Oh, can I find pictures of it? Okay, I can see Arduino IDE exists. Can you give me a picture of it, please? Okay, cool. I'll check that out. What is this? What the fuck is this? Wait, what is this? Oi. That's certainly an IDE. Actually, I'd call it more of a code editor, to be honest. Usually, IDEs have features. Android Studio is trash, you cannot change my mind. Yeah, I'm aware. I used it for an entire semester. There are less features here than, like, basically any code editor I've ever seen. Actually, you know what the worst code editor in the entire world is? It's a code editor that you've probably never used. Because no one ever uses it, because it's bad. Here it is. This is idle. No, Atom's great. Atom is great. Nano is great as well. This is idle. It does not have number lines. It does not help you do anything. It tells you how many lines there are, how many columns there are, and that is all. You are just as good using literal notepad. No, I don't hate Xcode. Xcode's another one that I'm not... I don't like Xcode, but I don't hate it. If anyone who doesn't know, Xcode is the macOS, the macOS development environment. Like, this is a perfectly functional code editor, or code editor or IDE, whatever you want to call it. It's made entirely around Swift, but if you need to do Swift stuff, it's fine. Oh my god, your sniffs are stereo. Is that good? That's some ASMR for you. Now you owe me $50. It does have number lines, you have to enable it. It does have number lines? What are you talking about? Why do you have to enable them? Why do you have the option to disable? Idle is just Notepad plus color syntax, effectively, but only color syntax for Python. And only color syntax for the Python version that your idle install is used for. Notepad is the best code editor. I actually know some people who actually unironically did assignments in Notepad. Apparently DT used Notepad as a code. I've used, like, basic Vim. Like, Vim without any extensions as a code editor. It's not fun. Imagine what he's smelling. I'm smelling foam. Vim doesn't have Python 3.10 syntax highlighting yet. Then just use is there not an extension that supports it? There should be. Vim without extensions is useless. Wait, I'll see if I can find... I know there's articles out there. Vim... that sort of tell you why you shouldn't use extensions. How do you feel about Visual Studio? How do I feel about Visual Studio? Oh, Lord. I think if you're doing graphical development for .NET, it's fine. If you're doing anything else, never, ever, ever, ever use it. I know there was a really good article about how Vim is perfect without extensions. Anyone who uses extensions is a bad person, and they should just, I don't know, stop using Vim or something. They don't understand the point of Vim. They're not real Vim users. Visual is pretty good if you're on Windows. Why is there only 3 main operating systems? Yeah, I don't know. Why is BSD not important? What is your default font? I presume you're asking about my monofont. My monofont is JetBrains Medium. I feel like JetBrains Medium is one of the better fonts. I used to use Source Code Pro in some of my older videos. So if you go back and watch those, you'll see that. But for the past like year or two, I've been using JetBrains Medium. The GNU herd is important, bro. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's very important. We need that wallpaper. Lucky that you can just get it by doing this. Best mono font is Victor Mono. Victor Mono. The default Linux... Why is that not working? Nightbot, do your damn job. There we go. Thank you. The default Linux Mint editor Z, Xed, Z, I presume it's Z, is actually really good. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. XED editor. A lot of people forget Chrome OS exists. I don't think they forget it exists. I think they just don't want to acknowledge it exists. Like, everybody is aware that it's a thing. We just don't want to think about it. We don't want to think about like, just like how people don't want to think that Android is Linux. Android is only Linux when it's convenient, but when we start talking about mainstream Linux, it no longer matters. I do the same thing as well, but I also want mainstream Linux to actually be mainstream Linux, not here's this thing that's based off of Linux. The problem I have with Chrome OS being called mainstream Linux is Chrome OS would be exactly the same if it wasn't based on Linux. This is basically like, I would call it Atom if you stripped out most of the features. As a text editor, it looks perfectly fine. I don't know if you want to use it as a code editor, though. Clearly, it has code highlighting, so it's probably fine for shell stuff, but I probably wouldn't want to use it for much else besides that. Do you use Nodo fonts for GTK apps? I do, yes. Atom is a dead editor. I was going to say true, but I actually don't know. Chrome OS is simply a website on bare metal. Chrome OS will be exactly the same when Fuchsia gets released. Like, it doesn't, like, the fact that it's based on Linux doesn't actually matter. It would still be the exact same thing. Why use Sublime? I did use Sublime for a while. I've swapped back and forth between a bunch of code editors, and I always, like, before I found Vim, I always went back to VS Code. VS Code always ended up being, like, the thing that, I guess, did everything I wanted it to do. VS Code, or Codium, whatever one you want to use, is probably the best code editor out there if you don't want to be, you know, setting stuff up in Emacs or in Vim. How did I forget the name of Vim? What made you switch to Vim? Masochism. Nothing wrong with editing scripts in Notepad. I guess shell scripts, it's fine. I wouldn't want to do like Python scripts or Perl scripts or anything like that. But if we're talking just purely shell scripts, sure. Brackets is objectively the worst editor that you're forced to use in class for some reason. No, that's a lie. That is a blatant lie. Do you know what the worst IDE or code editor is? I'm going to show you what it is. And someone's going to hate me for this, because it's probably their favorite code editor, or IDE, whatever you want to call it. I need a good picture. Here it is. Okay. Wait, no, that's... Wait, there's a Electron version of it now? What the hell? Or have they just embraced the Electron styling? No, I think they just embraced the Electron styling. Here is the worst IDE. It's Eclipse. I despise Eclipse. Only Vim 2 is paid, though. You don't have to pay for it. I used Eclipse for most of my time at uni, and then I discovered the JetBrains suite. Hi, what about a video for the Buku Book Manager? I think I did one. I'm pretty sure I did one, like, years ago. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see here. Buku, Brodie Robertson. Hey, I did. Wait, I want to watch this now. Wait, let's see. This is gonna be paid. Do I want to watch this? Oh, I don't want to watch this. Oh, I don't want to watch this. I just saw my face. Oh, it's when I had no idea how to do lighting. Why was my face purple?
Bookmark in Firefox or Chrome, it would do the exact same thing, but we don't just have to rely on what is being set
There's so much echo
by the browser. So let's go to a different website. Let's say that we want to add something like
I think I was using a C920 at that point as well.
Let's get the link.
Yeah, I know, right? And look at this. It's a perfect video. No dislikes. Actually, I think it had like a fairly positive ratio anyway.
For that one. And what we're going to do...
I had the mic so far away from me. Like, if I just put the mic closer, it wouldn't have sounded as bad.
Is run Buku-A and pass in the link again. Now,
man, I can't listen to that. How did you guys sub to me? Like, anyone who's been around for a year, how did you sub to me back then? Speaking of dislikes, my return YouTube dislikes video, I'm going to tell you how many, what the like to dislike ratio is on it right now. That's a video I did that didn't end up being, very popular. It had a lot of people who quite disliked it. Delete that one. There we go. Let's see. I think I touched the sub button accidentally. Well, she were right. You can press it again. I subbed at 10K. Jeez, that was a while ago, wasn't it? think it would have been when did I hit 10K? Wasn't it like the start of last year? Oh, this year or something? I don't know. So my return YouTube disliked video. This. Wait, I shouldn't show you the entire thing there, should I? Here we go. This video.
YouTube is...
This video. Look at it. It's got 660 likes. It's a perfect video. Except a lot of people who like the extension didn't like the video. There is a lot of copium in those comments. A lot of extreme copium. So it has 668 likes, 473 dislikes. It is a 58.5 like to dislike ratio. I subbed because of the angular... Did I do an angular tutorial? I didn't do an angular tutorial, did I? Did I? Wait, you're on Twitch and you're asking what copium means. Have you never used Twitch before? Did I do an Angular tutorial? I don't remember doing that. What? No, I didn't. Wait, what? I didn't do an Angular tutorial. Wait. That's not a thing that exists. I refuse to believe that. Angular. The fuck I did. Wait, I did? Why? And what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean you subbed because of that? That was such a bad video. Wait. Oh, yo!
Currently, Angular is one of the most popular web application frameworks, and today we're going to have a look at how to install the Angular CLI
Where am I
and get started
looking?
with your first Angular project. So let's get started.
I love the old outro. Intro, whatever it is. Yeah, let's go.
Good afternoon.
Oh, my lord, I love this. I was so depressed at the time. Why did you sub from that? How? How did you sub from that? I'm not watching any more of that. Brodie, isn't that awkward? Yes. Blink if Ute held hostage. Good old... Oh my god, you were around back then as well? Oh my lord. Okay. Why? No, I'm not watching it. You can watch it yourself. Brodie intro for 10 hours. I believe it was a... It's a Creative Commons song. It's by the incompetent guy. I'm forgetting his name now. If anyone happens to know, it's the guy that every indie dev at some point uses his music. What is the artist called? I'm absolutely blanking on his name. And it should be Kevin MacLeod, thank you. Thank you, yes, Kevin MacLeod. Not Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod, yes, that's it. I don't remember what the song was. Didn't EEV blog use that intro at some point? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't watched every single EEV blog video. That would be cool. I didn't if he did use that, I didn't pick it because because he used it. I actually had no idea. But that's cool. Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod. Anyway, what were we even doing right? I have no idea what we're even doing today. Today's one of those streams where I'm just like... I'm just chilling. I didn't have an idea today. I just... Thank you. What in the world is that symbol? That is a... Thank you for the 40-something. Oh, that's really small for some reason. Why is that really small? Why is that really small? What in the world is that currency? Rupee. Oh. I've never seen the symbol for it. I've only seen it ever written out as rupee. Ah, okay. Thank you for the 40 rupee. I think it's Zelda rupees. I don't think it's Zelda rupees. Actually, I'll show you guys that Linus Proof Linux. I'm gonna find it. It's this isn't what I was gonna show you, but this is also great. So I'll find the thing I was actually gonna show you. Here it is. Here it is. Seventh grader, the eternal seventh grader. Seventh grader develops Linus-proof Ubuntu Linux gaming app. Made by the boy who's stuck forever in seventh grade. Apps like Twitch open from the sidebar will show here. This is called Game Ubuntu. I'm pretty sure he threw this together in like a day. Because this kid is actually like really, really intelligent. He is, while everyone else is like, you know, these pretend devs saying like, oh, C is great, all of this fun stuff. This guy's actually like a legit dev. He is a bigger dev than most of the people who watch my channel. And he's like an actual child. Why is there a dedicated button for YouTube Studio? I need to actually properly look at this. So it's just got, it's so Linus proof, it just has dedicated buttons for all the things you want to open. And that's all. You don't get anything else. Oh, it's actually beautiful. I need to actually get around to checking that out. Coding while listening to stream. Sure, I'm sure there are some actual programmers here, but the vast majority of people, they like to complain about programs. They aren't actually programmers. What init system would you use if System D did not exist? I would use whatever one came with my distro, because I don't care. I don't think enough about my init system to really care. Probably, what, it'd probably be like OpenRC or sysvia init. What? I don't know. I don't care. Is the stream buffering for anyone else? It doesn't look like I'm dropping frames. Hopefully not. Oh, Chase is going outside. Give me a second. Need to let him out. Come on, Chase. Come on. Here you go. There is a cobweb between my wall and the door. I need to clean this room. Does anybody remember Apple's at ease from the 1990s? The Linus-proof Linux sounds like that. No. What is Chase? Chase is cat. Cat is mammal. Oh, you've never seen my cat before. Oh. Well, you must be new here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, my mic came loose. There we go. Aussie man, clean your rum. I don't know how you clean rum, but yes, I'll do that. I'll clean off a bottle of rum. I bet Linux can break this. If not, I bet Linux can break this. Yeah, man. Linux Sebastian. Actually, Linux Tech Tips is just a great name for a channel. Why they don't do that and then let Anthony run it is absolutely beyond me. DWM versus Awesome, which is your favorite? I have not extensively used DWM, so I'm gonna have to say Awesome. Speaking of IDEs, is there a Java IDE for a weak computer? You could just use a code editor, to be honest. That's probably your best bet, but to be like, if you're using a slow computer, nothing's gonna be great. I used Eclipse on a pretty shit system, so you can accept it. Eclipse. Eclipse is one of the slowest IDEs I've ever seen. I don't know why you would actually go unironically use it. Do you know the log4 vulnerability? We were talking about it earlier. I haven't dug too deep into it. All I know is that it's a thing that happened, and it's a pretty big deal, apparently. I use IntelliJ on my 2010 PC. NetBeans. Man, NetBeans is where it's at. NetBeans. Is there anyone who unironically uses NetBeans? Because it is still being updated. Oh. The site was last updated on September 21st. There is a new release. Do people actually use NetBeans? NetBeans, there's an event for NetBeans users. Imagine being such a boring person. You go to an event for your IDE. My dad uses NetBeans. I think people as old as your dad are probably the only people who still use NetBeans. I do. Okay, sure. There has to be at least one of you. I had to for uni. I always love how uni projects sort of like force you into projects like that, even though a lot of the time they just want the source code. Like, it doesn't matter what you use, but like, no, use the IDE we want you to use. You've never been to IDEcon. No, I touch grass sometimes. I use sus IDE. Is that a thing? It has to be a thing. Okay, no, I look up sus IDE. It's like, oh, are you trying to spell suicide? No, that's not what I'm spelling. There we go. It is a thing. Oh, it actually is a thing. Wait, is this just a VS Code fork? This is just a VS Code fork, isn't it? Or is that... That's VS Code, isn't it? The icons look weird. So it may not be VS Code. Does anyone know what this is? Looks sus. It does look sus. Probably a fork. It does look like a fork of VS Code, but some things are throwing me off. It might just be with a different icon theme. Browser-based. Actually, wait. I can't say it as good as Muda. Here we go. Wait. Someone sent me a link directly to it. Muda saying sus. Here we go. No, I just want the clip of Muda saying sus. Just sus. Here we go.
And welcome to the Los...
No, why are you showing me all this other stuff? I don't care. What is this? I don't care about the rest of your other video. There you go. That's all I need from that video. Just clip that bit out. I don't care about the rest. The real problem is when the IDE, especially the mess that is Eclipse, exports projects in a weird way and teachers want those... Yeah, I have seen that once before. Like, yeah, we want the Eclipse project file. Like, no, you don't. Stop it. Sus IDE is the IDE from Among Us. I presume that. Yo, thank you for the follow, Gary Wicklow. Jerry? Is that Jerry with a G, or is that Gary? Is that supposed to be Gary? I need help here. Is that supposed to be Jerry with a G, or is that actually spelled like pronounced Gary? I've never seen Jerry with a G before. That confuses me. What's up, G? Yeri. Yeri. That is very confusing, actually. Huh. Sure. Okay, whatever. We'll leave it as it is. English is a broken need. English is a broken. True. Don't mention Plan 9, you'll summon the Demon Lord Hum. He's probably already here, to be honest. He just lurks in all my streams and doesn't say anything. English needs a fork? English is a fork. That's the problem. English is a bunch of forked projects all merged together. It's like, oh yeah, let's fork all of these different European languages and just merge them. Like, why not? It's fine. Should be right. Does it make any sense? Nope. Doesn't matter. Do not take patches for other English is what happens when you see a patch for a different project and then you merge it into your project. The code has nothing to do with your code base. You just see if it works. You just see if it gives you any merge errors. If it doesn't, it's fine. If your IDE is going to make a project file thing, just export everything in a folder that include a JSON that the IDE reads. That's all that is needed. Don't make your own thing, please. Yeah, please. That's a good... Yes. No, you need specific project files. Like, I know Visual Studio has a weird one. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. Stop. We don't need it. There's too many memes merged into English. Pog. Big Chungus. Copium. English is bloat. Just use Proto-Indo-European. Surely it can't make any less sense than English does. Especially modern English. With how quickly it gets destroyed by the internet. We should make meme in Latin. We should make memes in Latin. Sadly, I can't read Latin. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to do all the hard work while I'm going to claim the credit. Because that's what I do as an influencer. I fucking hate the word influencer. I genuinely hate people who describe themselves as influencers. I unironically hated the word stan, and now I've become numb to it. This is turning into a Luke Smith video talking about languages. Surely it can't get any worse. Well, look, are we going to just be reviewing themes, or are we going to review languages? Like, what are we going to do? Public class English extends language. No. English is what happens when you do multi-inheritance. This is why a lot of languages don't support it. English is what happens when you inherit from like 20 different languages. Nice. Have you make a video about SXHKD? Yeah, I made one ages ago. Install Arch 0.1. I do want to download Arch 0.1 and just see what happens. Maybe that'll be the first stream we do when we get back. Maybe I will suffer through that. For some unknown reason. I'll do it for your entertainment. I will suffer through Arch 0.1 just to see if we can actually get somewhere with it. I have my doubts, but hey, maybe we can do it. What's the button to make Manjaro use apt? It's called download a Ubuntu ISO. Public class English influence Germanic extends Latin. Let's make Wojak memes in Latin to make Luke Smith laugh. Is Luke capable of laughing? I'm not sure. This is why Rust then there is no inheritance. Download Debian. Download more Debian. You need 10 Debian on your Debian. Pamac build pack apt, I think. Pack apt. Pack apt. Pack up. What am I doing? What am I doing in my life right now? Not recommended, but if you really want to install apt and dpkg... Yes, there are AUR packages. Yes, there are. You shouldn't use them, but yes, there are. I feel like Luke Smith is the Linux community version of Zuckerberg. You know what? You know what? That kind of makes too much sense, actually. That's only if you're convinced that Luke is actually human. I'm not. I'm certainly not. I'm pretty sure that Luke is like, he is the physical embodiment of G. He's not actually a real person. He's actually what happens if you let a 4chan board create a human. Have you tried out Artix? I have not. But there's really not much. Like, Artix is just Arch without the System D. Like, there's nothing that really makes me excited to try it. Like, I don't hate System D. I don't really care about my init system at all. So, like, past, like, the basic setup, it would be exactly the same as Arch. Maybe I'll get around to doing so at some point. But there's nothing the System D does that makes me not want to use it. It's just like, okay, it exists. Luke is a learning AI that was fed all the threads in G as a sample. Artix should fix their graphical installs. What does it use as graphical installer? I presume Calamari. Use the Calamari installer. I don't hate System D as well, but I don't use System D to be cool. That's true. That's how you get points on 4chan. You just say System D bad, and then raise the brain. Raise the brain? Rain the. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream. Rain the praise. Oh my lord. I can't speak. I don't hate System D, but I use run it. I don't insert thing, but I insert thing. That right there is just how you get points on the internet. I don't hate Windows, but I run Linux. I don't hate System D, but I run it. I don't hate Python, but I write C. I love when people who have never written a service tell you System D bad. Why does Twitch say you're offline? Because I'm offline. This is actually pre-recorded right now. This is not actually a live stream. I have a distro that doesn't use System D. I haven't noticed it yet. Yeah, that's the problem. You won't notice it. System D is the Fortnite, bad Minecraft, good in Lin. What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm reading that again. System D is the Fortnite, bad Minecraft, good in Linux. What the hell does... What does this say? System D is the Fortnite, bad Minecraft, good in Linux. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. System D is the Fortnite is bad and Minecraft is good in... What? Saying it again doesn't make it make more sense. Brodie Robertson is a computer-generated lie propagated by Big Australia. You get it, mate, get it right. It's Big Koala. Koalas are actually our overlords. Fortnite versus Minecraft debate. Mate, you gotta throw Roblox in there. Roblox is the most important game this generation. I think it means System D is the Fortnite bad Minecraft. I hate all of you. I hate all of you. Koala's just CGI, you lie. That's what we made you think. Brodie, please yell crikey for me just once. Okay, there you go. I did it. Thank you for the follow. Brodie fangirl, ooh woo, but better. You made a second one? Why did you make another one? One Brodie ooh woo fangirl is enough. Adding the is can fix things. Is a very useful word. Yes, true. Come on, Brodie. Even I understood that, and half these comments give me a headache trying to decipher. Brodie, best husbando confirmed. I'll take the compliment. System D is the bad Fortnite good. Why are we saying it more? Maybe I'll put that on a shirt. System D is the bad Fortnite good Minecraft Linux. Take it. If I'm still reviewing themes, no. Right now we're just shit posting. What you're referring to as GNU Linux is in fact Red Hat Linux. I have a Red Hat, so the MSI hat's close enough. Sudo su. Sudo su is the most important command you'll ever run. Whoa! I kind of like that. I don't like the brownish background, but apart from that, it's not bad. Should I use 4chan for the first time? Yes, and then close it immediately. I don't like the light variant. Actually, no, this version's better. I don't like this version, but this version I think is kind of nice. I think it works. I think it kind of works. I kind of would like some of the more poppy colors from this version in this version. I don't like that it's using Java as the example, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Sudo doas su. System D is Fortnite Minecraft bad good for Linux. Can we just use commas, please? I don't like Java. I'm not a fan of the Java. This actually kind of hurts. I got the front of the hat jamming into my eye. Ow. I'm not gonna do that anymore. What about Kotlin? Kotlin, okay, Kotlin makes Java more tolerable. JVM bloat. True, though. Cool kids using no init system. Cool kids write their own init system. Just start up Bash and use Bash as your init. Yo, thank you for the €5 for this absolute... Is that a euro? I'm going to say it's a euro. For this absolute shit show of a stream. Why you're giving me money today is... I don't know, but I appreciate it. Emac as a nit. That's a euro? Yes? Okay, cool. Use doas. Yes, do that. I've been using doas for quite a while. A lot of people don't realize I use doas because I actually have doas. I have a symlink from doas to sudo because a lot of programs expect sudo to be there and are like hard coded to only look for sudo. No, Brodie, it is V-Bucks, Fortnite, bad, Minecraft, good in... Wait, you can make any program as a init? Yep, I literally did a video on that. You can make NeoFetch your init system if you want to. It will just instantly kernel panic, because the second your init system dies, the kernel will die. The kernel was not happy with there not being an init system. It will just be like, whoop! Just like, dies like Mario. You know, all that fun stuff. I have to use sudo because doas timeshift GTK doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? What? Doas breaks localization. Doas... What? Bash script isn't it? Well, you could do it. Yeah, there's no reason why you can't. Bash will run at that level. It's fine. Among Us init system. I'm embarrassed to say that I created the doas edit package build and script on the AUR, but I haven't even installed it on my laptop yet because I don't know if there's a point. I use a version of doas edit. I don't know if it's the same version that you have packaged there, but I do use a version, and it's quite helpful. SH is hard-coded in the Linux kernel as a init. if none other found, if I remember correctly. Oh, that would make sense then. Oh, I get it. That makes perfect sense. If you don't run any in it though, like it's just gonna kernel panic and not be happy about it. Is sudo fine? Sudo is fine, yes. I just chose to use doas because some Gen 2 users and OpenBSD users tricked me into it. Set your init system as input file dev0 output file / status progress. I'm not going to condone that, but it would be amusing. When do you update your Arch system, Brodie? When I get around to it. Like, I usually try to do it at least a couple times a week, like maybe 2 times a week at minimum. But when I do videos, obviously I have to install new applications, and when I plan those videos, I obviously will do an update then. So sometimes it's more, but usually like twice or so a week. Systemd bad, runit bad, OpenRC bad, S6 bad, sysvia init bad, using NeoFetch as init. Have I showed? Wait, actually, you know what? I'll show you what happens if you use NeoFetch as your init system. This will work. I'm gonna do a bit of a Linux lesson. Okay. No, don't boot the system. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Okay. Power off. There we go. Neko is a cat. True. My god, let me move the stupid cursor so Grub doesn't start. Are we good? Okay, now we're good. Cool. God damn it, Grub. Why do I have a timer on this VM? Actually, we'll zoom in first so you guys can see it better. There we go. That should be better. Okay, let's just use this one. That's not the one I wanted to do. It was edit. Sorry. Edit is what I want. Now, where is the kernel being loaded? Here. Oi, no. This is a very minimal version of Emacs, and I make mistakes with it a bit. It's fine. Should be right. Wait, do I have NeoFetch installed on this system? I'll show you what happens if you use something that's not NeoFetch. Let's use... It's going to have the exact same result. Is that where... Wait, where's cat located? There, okay, that is fine. Cool. So this is going to have... I pressed the wrong key again. This is going to have the exact same result as what would happen if you use NeoFetch. This is... I'm sure there's a quick way to get to the end of the line. Init equals /bin /cat. Okay. Here you go. Oh, there's a big ass spider on my wall. Give me a second. There we go. Big ass spider dead. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to kernel panic, but it's not. Why are you not kernel panicking? Wait, is it stuck trying to run cat? Let's pick something I know is... Okay, I think it's trying to cat something. But it's for some reason just not. I think, oh, right, fire. Okay, give me something that I can use that will just end straight away. Sorry, I completely forgot that was a thing that happened. LS, yeah, LS will work. That's fine. Init equals /bin /ls. Here you go. There you go. So basically, this is what will happen. The system will just kernel panic. Watch the Angular tutor and we can end the stream. I can end the stream whenever I want, mate. You don't have power over me. You're not my dad. So yeah, anything that's gonna end, like anything that ends, this is what happens with the kernel. The kernel's just like, nope, I don't know what to do, and just dies. And it claims you attempted to kill the init, because it's not really expecting the init to ever end. Because when the init ends, that's when the system shut down. It's supposed to be shut down. The init is the last program that actually stops. Say mate in a Dankpod's voice. I need to hear Dankpod say mate. Let's see. Oi.
The herder 600s by all made upside down here. You know that the herders here are like critically all made upside down here. You know that the
Mate? Like mate? What's so confused about mate? Like all mate. Then either. The herder 600s. Do a standard Aussie accent like this. Like something like this. May get me some fucking herder 600 Senny. There you go. I sort of fade into that accent when I go like rural areas. Like I used to live in a very rural area. My accent used to be far worse than it is now. But when you make videos on the internet, and also when you don't live in a rural area, yeah, you sort of phase out of that. Why is the Aussie accent a thing? Because we had settlers and prisoners from different areas come to the country, and they all amalgamated into one accent. That's why. Herder 600 by all mate Senny. I know that Torvald has said that a lot in the Git. It's quite amusing. Anyway, this stream has been a stream. At some point, it became a stream. Once I eventually got it working. So anyone who didn't watch the start of the stream, Craig Nugget. Anyone who didn't watch the start of the stream, I'm going to be taking a break for the next 2 weeks from streaming. So there's going to be no streams next week, no streams the week after. My next stream back will be around New Year's. So I think I'm going to be doing... I think I'm going to be streaming on New Year's Eve, and I'll probably be streaming until the New Year actually happens here. That's the plan, at least. At least at this stage. It may change. I'm not too sure. So I think my stream on New Year's Eve will be, it has to be a day early or something. New Year's Eve this year is like a Thursday or Friday, whatever day it's on. But expect to see a stream on this channel, yeah, for that one. And I will actually have something planned then, and not just a research stream. The research streams I do are just like, they're basically just, I'm trying to fill in time. Brodie's off to rehab for his Vegemite addiction. No, I'm never going to accept I have an addiction. I'm always going to be addicted to Vegemite. Yeah, it's Friday? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming on Friday that week then. Normally, I would do a stream on the gaming channel that day, but I'll move it around. So, it'll be, unlike it normally is where it's gaming, main, it'll be gaming, main, gaming. So, gaming will be in this spot that week. On New Year's Day, I guess it'd be. Unless I can't be asked. But I'm not too sure what the topic will be for that stream. I will work something out. I've got 2 weeks to do so. I'm already signing off to touch grass. No, I'm signing off to watch some more anime and then go to bed. I don't know what the topic will be for that stream. I might I don't know if I want to do Arch 0.1. I'm thinking maybe, or maybe we'll go, I don't know. Someone asked me to try out like old versions of KDE. So we might go download like old versions of Ubuntu or something like that. That could be fun. Maybe I should try out all of like the major desktop environments. Can you fix your stream on Twitch next time? I will. Well, I tried to fix it today. I don't know what the hell happened. But I will get it working next time. I don't know what happened this time. Restream just didn't want to work today. It would be fun trying out like old versions of all like the big desktop environments, like trying out old versions of Cinnamon, old versions of KDE, old versions of XFCE, things like that. Was that a fork of Mate? I didn't know that. Do you use a mechanical keyboard? No, I use a Cherry Stream, which I'm sure this keyboard triggers many people. This is not a membrane keyboard. It is a scissor switch keyboard. Anyway. Flex, yes. Flex with my $50 keyboard. $50 keyboard is a big flex. Trinity is a fork of an older XFCE. Aha. Anyway, I said I was going to end the stream, so I will end the stream. Thank you guys for watching, as always. I know this wasn't as exciting as the past couple of streams I've done, but either way, I'm happy that you guys showed up, and if you enjoyed the time here, then that's good. It is time to stream endant. That's what we're going to be doing. Trinity is a fork of KDE 3. Jesus Christ. All right, then. Yeah, we might... You know, I'm not going to confirm anything at this point, but we might go back and try old versions of Ubuntu. And old versions of KDE, just to see how that would be. Update Red Star OS to the latest kernel. Maybe we try Red Star. Maybe I just try Red Star. I've never actually done that, to be completely honest. So maybe we do that. That could be fun. We use the Red OS to end the Red month. We could do that. Maybe. I don't know. As I said, I will... Or maybe we'll find, like, a Christmas-themed distro. I'm sure those exist. Red Star is full of spyware. Use VPN. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm very sure it is. You have to end stream by installing Pipewire. Or I could end stream by clicking, I could just end stream by clicking this button right here. This end stream button. That's also an option for me. There is a Christian version of Ubuntu. Use NordVPN to protect yourself from spyware. Install Pipewire. Shout out to NordVPN. Yeah, shout out to NordVPN. I actually did get contacted by NordVPN. No, sorry, it wasn't NordVPN. It was Atlas VPN. Atlas VPN is the new one that a lot of influencers are shilling recently. I also got contacted by Skillshare as well. I was actually considering doing the Skillshare one, because Skillshare is actually, like, not a shit company. Get GNOME 41 working in Red Star. I don't even know what dependencies GNOME has. That would be a pain in the ass, though. But yes, I'm going to end the stream. That's what I said I was going to do. So yes, we'll end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Here's the outro. Here's the Temple OS music. It's always good, as always. And use Skillshare to teach yourself Linux command. As I said, I should have actually done it. Skillshare is actually a cool company. They'll contact me again, even though they said they wouldn't. So, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your day and all of that fun stuff. Your night, your day, your mid-evening, your mid-morning, whatever time it is. And also enjoy your Christmas. I will talk to you guys on New Year's Eve, I guess it'll be. Yeah. See you later.